All right, hello and welcome back, you all. We are very excited to be here with you and playing tonight. We are the Rollets of Fate, and today we'll be playing our modified version of Curse's Strahd, Dining in Barovia.
Out of Barovia.
Barovia.
Free from Barovia! Woohoo!
Freedom!
Freedom!
Yeah. Oh no. Well, yes,
Barovia who?
unfortunately,
Barovia where? What?
I
What?
know. What is Barovia, right? I know.
I'm so
Unfortunately,
over it.
my players are out
Barovia
of
is the
Barovia.
last there.
Yeah, I know, right? Yep, I'm sorry to hear. Barovia forever, that's all I have to say. Everyone gets a D8 inspiration
I
tonight.
thought he was gonna say a D8 Bane, and he's
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no!
Deduction, yeah.
yeah, deduction.
Yeah. Uh, I am your DM tonight, Tail Weaver and Chaos Coordinator, Cisco Blanco. And like every week, Bus is running a little bit late. Unfortunately, we don't have the lovely Martin tonight. However, Real might pop in and out. The same with War Turtle. They might pop in and out at some point. But we have the rest of you guys, so please, why don't you delight us with introductions of yourselves and your wonderful selves and wonderful characters, please, starting with whoever wants. And cool, please.
Oh,
I choose
hi
mine.
everyone. I'm wonderful Tom, and I'm playing Sway Silverspear, who is a Phantom Rogue and Changeling. And yeah, let's see how we make it out of the Barovia. We got so used to it to be there. Now we coming out. So I'm gonna pass it to Julia.
Thank you, wonderful Tom. I am Yulia, and I'm playing Saphira, who is a wood elf moon druid. And yeah, same as Tom. Let's see what's waiting for us in our world, the real world. I don't even know. Another world. But yeah, I'll pass it to Neil.
Hey, I am playing the Starflower, who is a cleric of the grave, a warforge, and it should be an interesting session today. And I'll pass it on to Mo.
Hello, and yep, my name is Mo. I'm playing Cabal Bloodhunter Goliath, and yep, we're heading back home, back to Faerun, back to where everything is normal. No, nothing is going to happen. We finished the campaign, peoples. We're off home. Let's party! And yeah, I'll give it back to I guess Cisco, but he's gonna throw it back to me anyway. So
Yes, I'll just go like in baseball. Back to
wow!
you, sir,
Oh,
please.
he's giving it back to me. Oh, great!
Thank
Just a
you
little
guys
bit.
for introducing yourselves.
That's all right. Just a little bit of announcements, as always. If you're new to the stream, haven't seen any of our previous episodes before, don't worry. You can catch them all on our YouTube channel, which is at Rollers of Fate D&D, where this campaign, the Tuesday campaign, Candlekeep Mystery, as well as the Wednesday campaign, Iowa Observation, and our one-shots can be found there. And once this stream is over, you can, if you missed anything and you're halfway and you're like, ah, damn, I missed half the thing, don't worry. Once the stream is finished, you can just jump back on and rewatch it on our Twitch channel immediately. And if you want and haven't told any of your friends and where to find our great campaigns and stories, you please follow and subscribe. Tell them to go and do that too. Yes, the more the merrier, the better. Please go do that. What else? Yes, as always, if you want to send us any messages, love, whatever you want to send us, please send it to rollersoffatednd at gmail.com. We have a Twitter channel at FateDND where we post news about our campaign and other D&D related news. And as always, I mean, we're out of Barovia now, so I don't know how gory and disturbing this game's going to be. But, well, you never know what we're going to find back home. So, content warning is advised. Back to you, Cisco.
Yep. Just adding to that, with me DMing, there is always a content warning. You know that already. Doesn't matter where you are. Even if you are in the seven heavens of Mount Celestia, you are gonna be in trouble. All right. Thank you for introducing yourselves. Thanks for being playing with me, my wonderful players. Thanks to you who are watching at home as well and all of that. But now let's get into it. As tonight episode will be called the Warship Revolution, and it's gonna be one of 4 or 5. Let's see how it goes. Of the Daggerford / Sanctuary arc. Yeah, 100 episode 137, 108 streamed. So yeah, I'm very excited. So let's do a little red rhyme to get you in the mood, in the gothic mood, and then we'll do a recap and then get on with it. All right. A frosty hatred, a memory from the past. Ghostly flames will burn them with each blast. His purpose is always clear, their destruction is always near. His angry spirit will never move on, he will follow them from dusk till dawn. I guess you all know who I'm talking about. Ice Strahd Revenant. But yeah. Previously, the outsiders were trapped within the mist borders of Barovia. Yet, after ending its ruler, Strahd Zarovich, and capturing his soul in a relic from the past, they traveled to Darkholm to stop the destruction brought by a golden star of doom that appeared after Azalin Rex's ascension in a few domains of dread and in the world of Aura, absorbing souls and creating zombies. Deep within Vecna's hidden chapel in Castle Avernus, the group and Van Richten fought to death with the Lich Exethander, a former friend who had Eric Salshonan's crown and the lost eye of Vecna, defeated the alien parasite that controlled him, and smeared Strahd's blood onto the unholy altar, banishing the golden star from the dread domains, yet unknowingly freeing Strahd, who instantly became Darkon's new Dark Lord. Afterwards, when Claudio Starflower was revivified, he returned in his celestial true form, and after celebrations and goodbyes, the outsiders returned to Barovia alongside their new recruits. Kivers 1, the Good Imp, JT, the Juggernaut, and Eric Salhonan's Spirit, who was another former ally. After finding out unsettling news from their friends Scratch and Escher, the group had a meeting with Sergei Vanzarovich, in which they signed a business partnership for Hotel Castle Raven's Love, discussed his brother's alleged redemption and change, and left following an inner circle disagreement. In Balaki, the heroes had a heated conversation with Sibylna, followed by a visit to the orphanage, where dinner was served, gifts and pastries were given to the children, and a generous donation was made. On the way towards Father Lucian's new dual worship church, the true identity of Petra, the mysterious and generous All-Widow, was unveiled, as more gifts from Caban were received. Once in St. Andrew's Church, the brief family reunion was interrupted by attack of Isaac, the relentless revenant who was shortly dispatched again. And finally, after the long 56 days, the longest 56 days of their lives, in the dark and gloom dread domains, the outsiders traverse the mists once more, but this time finally returning to Toriel. Alright, and this is where our story continues tonight. After you traveled and took a night rest to get to the borders of Barovia, you and your companions find yourselves surrounded by thick grey mist. As you continue to walk, staying close to each other, guided by Cabal, the greys turn to whites, followed by greens and blues, and the heat of the real sun that touches your skin once more. Tall trees and lush vegetation are all around you, as you realize suddenly that you are on the same spot in the forest where it all began. Yet, as you look in the sky, you notice that the golden star of doom has followed you this time. And I leave it to you guys just to make it clear. You all took a long rest, so please mark a long rest on your character sheets. Everyone had a long rest to get on the travels along the way since you left Baraki. It's been one more day that it took you a while to get to the borders and all that. So now is afternoon time and after a long rest. So I'll leave it to you.
I feel like we are in familiar grounds. Isn't this where we went through? Sway,
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Lilith?
My friend, here we are again.
Yep.
But as we thought, we got rid of the star. Look up there. There she is. This never ends, does it?
Then it is true. We have been infected with the same situation. But who needs to be sacrificed for this star to now be gone?
Gosh. I mean, where are we right now?
We should be close to... Do we know where we are?
Like I said, you actually you can all
The
make a
gate is
survival
behind us?
check.
The gate with the statues is behind us. That's the spot you mentioned that where we started, yeah?
No, I mean where you started on. Actually, this survival will determine how much you are aware of where you are fully. But yeah,
Could I
you
do
can
like
do
a
it as
history
well.
rather than
Sway.
survival or something? Because my survival
Nature,
is
if
really
you
bad.
want. Nature, history, all of those
Well-
work.
Okay, history is fine, better.
Okay.
I remember. Oh, I kind of remember.
Okay. No, that's pretty good. Actually, I gave you a little bit of visual, just answering your question. Do not metagame. Your players do not see your characters.
Oh, I'm
don't see
looking
a
at my
map.
characters.
Only you do. But yeah, you all actually you all figured out. Well, Cabal is a bit unsure, but you see actually remnants of like a plains kind of. You are in the middle of a forest, and the rest of you except you, Cabal, figured out you are actually exactly on the same spot where you left, where that night when everything happened. Not you, Saphira, because you didn't really come from here.
True.
But the rest of you actually noticed that this is the exact spot. You took a rest one night, you made a fire, told some stories, and then when you woke up in the morning, you were in a forest that was different to the one you started. But you are back on the original forest where you are. And you know that forest is close to the town of Dagenfort. You are kind of like in between. You smell a little bit of the sea as well on the air. You are not close, but not too far. And that's a quite unique aroma, even though it's diffused with all the green and vegetation and tall trees. That you know you are not far from the coast, like a few, like maybe 20 miles, 30 miles, something like that. But you still have a freshness on the air that is quite unique.
Well, Safira, this is the place where we all kind of met before we went to Barovia. Look, you see the empty spot? That's where Cabal took the last piece. The grass is still dead. It could have been that long.
That's lovely, Sway.
I'm surprised that is the thing that you remember the most.
Oh dear. Going back to what you said, Cabal. Well, what do we do about the star?
We must find another version of Strahd in this land, get his blood, sacrifice it somewhere. I'm not too sure. Real would probably have more insight, but it seems like he seems to be in his own mind right now. Perhaps just leave him alone. We should
Fair
escape
enough.
this forest. Where did you say, Sway? Where are we right now? What is the closest town? Are we back in Faerun?
My map HUD says we're near Daggerford and Gillian Hill.
Daggerford.
Daggerford should just be north, if I remember right.
Yes, I remember
Not
now.
from
We
here.
were. Yes, I was hired close by to. Where I hail from is not too far from here, in the mountains. Once we leave the forest, we should be able to see the mountains. Let's head towards Daggerford, and then from there we can head to the sanctuary.
Real kind of looks at Saphira. Oh, have you been to this forest before, Saphira?
I have. I've traveled a lot, and it feels familiar. And she smiles and kind of closes her eyes and just tries to connect with the trees, plants, everything around her, kind of enjoying how familiar it feels.
You said you hailed from Neverwinter. Oh, that is quite a few many days from here north, past Waterdeep.
Yes.
Hmm.
I traveled for many years throughout Faerun.
But that is your home, right?
It is, yes.
As you actually kind of focus on nature and try to commune a little bit with the forest and the essence of life itself that is imbued in every single plant, every little flower, in every little weed, grass and vegetation and little animals around you. You hear birds chirping, there is like little worms moving, like tiny rodents and all sorts. Please make a nature check to see which kind of vibe you get.
Okay.
Okay. With a 25, you kind of like for a second close your eyes and start to feel the breeze in your face and the smells and kind of like connect with everything alive around you. And you feel something quite disconcerting. You feel fear. Feels like the plants are scared. There is something else here. Like an unusual alien-like sensation. In
Alien-like.
everything around, it just feels unnatural. Like custom made.
Like what? Sorry?
Like custom made, like it's actually fake.
Oh.
Like a fake nature.
I will
Okay.
share this with everyone then. That alien feeling,
Mm-hmm.
is it similar in any way to that creature we fought that came out of Exitander?
Make a actually. How will you make an intelligence, a straight intelligence check? Okay. Not exactly, but there is something else here. Yeah, something else at play. Perhaps it's the influence of the golden star. Perhaps it's something else.
What is it,
And
Saphira?
the forest, it doesn't feel right. It feels almost fake. And
You look at the
there's a
sky and
lot
the
of
sun.
fear.
The sun is very strong as well. Like it's so hot, like a proper summer day.
Yeah, don't worry. Just it's different than all the time we spent in Barovia. You know, this is like such a different
Most-
feeling. Maybe that's what it is. You know, it's just so much sun.
I
Everything
don't
looks
think
so
it's
green.
that
Too green.
way. No, I don't think it's that. There's a lot of fear. It's very unsettling.
Is there?
I
do
bet
you-
there is a lot of fear. Whoever looks knows now we are the outsiders. Do they
Can you-
know?
Can you Can you reach out to any of these creatures and source the fear itself?
Mm.
I can try.
You could. Do you have something like speak to plants or
I do not.
commune with nature?
I do have commune with nature, yes.
Yeah, that will probably. You will know that will probably work.
Okay, I will do that then. Oops, that's the wrong one. Please excuse me.
No, don't worry. It's
Go. Did it work? Yeah. So I guess she's just gonna
this
sit down, legs crossed, and kind of hands on the grass and the ground around her and just meditate.
I'm just gonna, if she does this after a couple of minutes, I'm just gonna whisper to Cabal and Lilith and you guys see that? It looks like the grass is waving, is moving around her. That's so strange. So powerful.
Lilith's going to mimic the same pose as Saphira and start doing a prayer.
You can go ahead and make a religion check as well, Lilith.
Okay.
As you, Saphira, you start to once more briefly become one with nature, getting knowledge of the surroundings around you, caves and underground settlings and different things, constructions. It feels weird for you, Lilith. It feels like Karsus is not listening to you. He's not listening. He's not picking up the phone. Let's put it like that. Why? You are unsure, but it just feels very distant.
Oh.
Claudio look at you, or I feel it too, mistress, he will say, and kind of shrug his elephantine golden shoulders.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, she was actually trying to do a prayer resistance, but that also works as well. 2 stones with 1 prayer.
Yeah. Which damage resistance will you like to have today? Just so I can make a note of it.
Would like fire, please.
Fire. Okay. Good choice. Always a good choice. And Saphira, as you kind of like try to get what is surrounding you, you feel there is a body of water very nearby. There is like a very prominent river here that is, you feel being a huge river that kind of ends up on the sea. You aren't sure the name, it doesn't tell you that, but you feel it really close. Also, there is a lot of animals. There is no powerful celestials, fiends, or undead. But you do get Fae, and you get Sway as a Fae being right next to you, as he's a changeling, and you felt that before. He's a Fae creature. You get also like other pins of tiny Fae, well, not tiny, but another Fae creatures around you as well, not too far. You aren't sure which type. And you do get definitely a strong influence from another plane of existence. I will say probably you get an astral sea kind of like a vibe going on, like an astral plane, perhaps far realm even plane.
Okay.
You hear whispers as well, like incomprehensible whispers, like almost like the nature, the plants are whispering around, like all these incomprehensible rumors, and you, all of you feel this very strong presence that you start being made aware by this through Saphira and Lilith and Claudio. You all feel like you have been watched and followed, like a really strong presence, like something is watching you. Almost like a sound in your mind, like.
Does that feel like spread all over, or is there a specific
Yes,
location?
it's all around you, like kind of like intoxicating feeling of it. It's everywhere. It's on the air, on the sky, on the nature, on the animals. It's everywhere. Like a link, almost like a link between everything. And as you are kind of thinking of that, all of you hear it clearly. Mo, get ready for this one. You hear howling. And you hear like a few howls all together. Like a sequence of howls.
What is that? Sounded like a sick dog.
Wolves, perhaps. Werewolves, again.
Wolves.
What we were hunted and sucked into.
Should we try and find somewhere to hide? Shelter, maybe?
We should leave the forest at once.
Okay.
The wind
There is a
gets
bridge close by,
a bit
no?
stronger for a second. You feel like the plants, the actual trees are rustling the leaves. Like it's a very strong wind just happens unnaturally out of nowhere. Well, not unnaturally, it could be the wind picked up.
Follow me.
Do we
Let's
need
go.
Okay.
As we're walking, Saphira's just gonna ask, sorry, I don't remember, but what do we know about the star? Was it linked to the astral plane?
Let me think on that one. You kind of like, based on the knowledge that you've kind of acquired in Castle Avernus, you could assume that there is a strong link between the star and the wild space and far realm influence based on the kind of like creature, the alien parasite that was inside Exit Thunder and the alien creature that was inside Asalin Rex, allegedly, that you haven't met yet. The true Seldritch Rex, the creature who caused everything that is happening related to the Golden Star at the moment. So yeah, potentially.
Okay.
And as you start walking around the forest, I need everyone to do some kind of checks to see survival, perceptions, that kind of thing, to try to find true north, which direction to go, kind of like those maps on your head, kind of like activating.
Oof.
Perception, eh? You will be okay. You said?
Yeah, perception, survival, those two will work.
Sorry, I'll just roll survival.
All right. All right. Saphira, it feels like that whole realization where you kind of like felt a brief respite and you guys thinking, oh yeah, we are out of the mist, all is good now, and then you start to feel this painful sensation that the plants, this fear and all this weirdness is actually fucking up your senses a little, and it makes you don't really hear anything for a second. As you kind of try to listen, you hear silent, all this weird, like everything is still around you. The same for you, Cabal, at first, but then as you start looking the floor and tracks and stuff, you, same as Lilith, Sway, you keep hearing these howls far in the distance. They are coming closer to you. So whether you are moving towards them or they are moving towards you, one of these two, you get that Sway. And Cabal, you see kind of like footprints, humanoid footprints, different sizes on the floor that you, Lilith, also see as well with your higher one. You, Lilith, actually ascertain that these footprints are from different humanoids, humans, 100%. Well, could be elves, could be halflings, but they are different sizes. Some seems to be adults, some seems to be children. There is around, with a 20 survival, there is around 6 creatures, humanoid creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You also know that you are going in the right direction. You are going towards what you remember in your kind of map of this world that is not really your world, but you've been working with your, I believe it was the, okay, I'm not gonna say it, with the faction that you joined quite a while ago. I'm not gonna say because I don't remember exactly which one it was, but you know this place quite well. You were sent here in a mission and you do know this forest well, kind of. And you know that you're going Order of the Gauntlet. That's the one.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, just dropping off.
Okay, no worries. And you start walking, kind of following the direction where you think Dagenford should be, guided by Lilith. All of you can make another perception check if you want, as well, as you keep going for a while, as following Lilith.
Oh, geez, I'm back.
Oh, cool. Okay, perfect. So then you can, rolling on your survival, Lilith, if you want, you can make a perception check as well, as this will be, you are traveling, right? So it's going to take you a little bit.
23.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, wow. Saphira 31. Yeah, you kind of broke that first initial unsettledness, and now you are back in track as you think, okay, I have to keep moving. This is not me. This is not who I am. I have to fight. And you kind of like overcome all your initial fear and kind of like unsettledness. Yeah, I guess that's a word. And same, yeah, it is kind of, right? Yeah, okay. And the same Sway, you kind of hear the howls. All of you hear the same. The howls are closer and closer. Saphira, as you look at the floor after being pointed out these footprints from Lilith, you realize that out of the sudden the footprints that seem to be shoes of some sort, like basic shoes, turn into paws. And you actually, at that point, with a 31, are 100% sure these are werewolves who just turned into werewolf form. At this point, you've been traveling for a while now. And they are close to you, kind of in the distance. You even hear like...
Sorry. I put my hand up kind of in a fist to stop everyone. Then I point at the footprints and point in front towards where I think they are.
We should Do we fly? We can fly around them.
Yes, we can do that, actually.
You also notice with your 31, Safira, they seem to be going very fast. The depth of the actual steps seem to be sinking deeper. So they could be running or jumping.
Running away in front of us, right? Away.
Potentially, yeah. Running away, yeah. From you, perhaps.
Okay.
They are not running towards you. They are actually running
I got
away.
confused. Yeah, maybe if we fly, we can catch up with them. I mean, we had experience already. We have plenty of experience with werewolves. They might not be dangerous, really. Maybe they just need some help.
Do you think they're running away from something or just generally moving in a direction? Because if it's the former, should we be running away as well?
I mean, come on. We are the outsiders. The word must have spread even here, you know? They must be just scared. I don't know. I don't understand. But we could definitely catch up with them if we take off, if we fly, I believe.
Perhaps we should move stealthily towards them. Figure out why they are running away. Perhaps they did
Maybe
pick up our scent and they are afraid of us.
Maybe. And maybe they know what happened to the forest.
It is our first point of contact. We should reach out and to see if they would speak to us. Otherwise, if they attack us, we have no choice to dispatch them.
Yeah, I flip it kind of like the wings of flying, my cloak kind of open a little bit.
All right.
Put my hands in the pockets, which kind of makes it open like wings.
As you do that, actually, you see your cloak wings have become much bigger, like almost double the size. And you feel that them being stronger than before, and you have this sense that somehow this magical item has exalted itself a little bit as well. And you know innately that they will last longer.
Oh wow, this is amazing.
All right. How should we
Must be
proceed?
the air.
Should we follow them with haste or move stealthily? Perhaps
No,
this
we
is
should,
your...
if they're running, I would say if we want to approach them, it's not really point to be stealthing. And if we want to catch up with them, if they're running, we cannot really be stealthing. So
This is
I
your...
think we should just make haste.
This is your terrain, Zafira. We will
Fira,
take
what do
you.
you think? Yeah?
We will take your lead.
I was muted. Okay. Should we haste then? Try and catch up?
All right.
Oh, you hear the howls again. This time the howl sounds like almost like a... What's the
Whimpering?
word actually? Yeah, like a whimper. Yeah, almost like, you know, when you kick an animal. Not that you would. We definitely do not approve with you kicking animals. No one should kick animals. But yeah, that's the kind of like that kind of like sound for us on the end of the howl.
All right.
Like
Okay.
a scared. I mean,
Let's
animal.
hurry then.
We run.
Okay, so I need everyone to make athletics checks if you're gonna be hiring. Actually, that'll be a good one. As you're traversing the forest, there is a lot of trees around you, and you're kind of like making haste and running through them. The heat is so strong, it's so fucking hot, like it's unbelievable hot for the time of the day. I made a correction. I said it was 1 o'clock.
Acrobatics,
It's
yeah?
10 o'clock. My apologies. It's
Acrobatics.
early morning. Athletics on this case. It's
Okay.
more like a pure strength.
Ooh.
As you move, start moving fast, first Cabal leading this mission as he feels this is your territory, Cabal. You feel your mountain is not too far. This is where you're from. You know these woods. You've been around here before many times, hunting out of far away from your sanctuary. followed by Safira, who is also in her own environment, 100%. Like on the way, you kind of commune with animals, speak to little animals, and kind of like get the feel of nature itself. Sway, you kind of catch up with Safira, and unfortunately Lilith, as you have Claudio, who is like struggling, and the other imp also struggling. You just got skivers, both of them kind of like around you is kind of annoying in a way, like to keep catching up with them. Everyone seems to fast your gears and your kind of like artificial essence, kind of your runes and everything inside you kind of vibrates on this heat. Is not very comfortable for you.
Just
hot.
FYI, I didn't know Neil came back, so I rolled an athletic, but I think he already rolled one. He got a 17 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So
My
then
bad, yeah.
let's take that back. So you are catching up with Safira then. Sorry. Let's go back. But yeah, even with your imp and your and Claudio, you're still catching up. Real as well there. Also catching with you all. And out of the sudden, you actually get to this opening in the forest. And you see there a few werewolves on the forest, kind of like stop, like startle in place. You see two of them are down, and I'm gonna give you a map for no apparent reason. So please hold back. Your agency is very important to us. Don't go anywhere. We are giving you visual. That's all. So you are in that pink square. So you please feel free to place your characters there. I found that horse there. I just left it there just as a memory of Shadowfax, but really Chronos, that it was a real horse. Oh, look, and we have combat, and here we have Bass. You see, right in time for potential. Well, not that you have combat, but you have a map, and then you have Bass appearing. Hey, Bass, how are you?
Hey, I'm tiny again.
guys.
Hey, Baz.
I was telling the guys that you are in a forest. You return to the material plane. You are on the place where you started in Daggerford, near the woods somewhere. And as you communed with nature, you felt like this alien, unusual presence. That things are weird and wrong. And you have been started to follow this pack of werewolves who seem to be running away from something. And now, after a little bit of trouble, like an hour running through the forest, you actually found them finally. But in the moment you found them there, you notice two of them are down on the floor, and the other four seems to be running away from something as you end in this clearing in the middle of the forest. And as that happened, what do you guys do?
What do we see? Do we see how they've been downed? Do they have any wounds on them?
Make a perception checks if you want, or medicine checks. Do you approach them? Do you speak to them? They seem to be terrified, looking at you like you see like horror on their faces. You have time to do that. I'm gonna stop the music completely, actually.
Halt there. Do not be afraid. What are you running from?
Beware! Behind you! They kind of all look at you behind at this point. Make a perception check, all of you, actually.
I will not fall for that trick. Tell us.
It's not something. We don't know what it is. I don't know what that creature. And one of them screams, like whoa, like a super scream as you feel with this perception check, Bloodwick, Sway, Saphira, you notice that the actual ground behind you is like collapsing. And emerging from the ground, you see breaking trees and all, this huge creature like a worm, like the size of a building, just comes out, tentacles out of his mouth, and he opens and he makes this sound that makes your ears vibrate, and the whole forest kind of shakes around it as you see that creature. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oof.
I'll give it a. Let's see if it works. Shift zoom. It's not gonna work. No,
They
it
worked. They
doesn't.
worked.
No?
They worked.
Oh, it worked this time. Yay! Okay, but not for Rollers of Fate though. Oh yeah, it does. Oh nice. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay, so perfect. So that's what you see. You can make a very high Arcana check if you guys want. Any of you who want to try to figure out what that is.
Is this Fey Fiend or Undead?
No.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
This is the giant tapeworm.
Yeah,
What
it's a
is
giant
this
worm.
abomination?
Okay. Oh wow, that's a lot of major ones, damn it. Safira, you are unsure. It's just like the biggest disgusting worm you've ever seen in your life. Cabal, you try to recall the creatures you know, and yeah, and you think just the same than Lilith. Like, is it even a worm? What is it? It's so shiny and so kind of like creepy, and his mouth. You see the tentacles. That's actually the size. You see that little humanoid there? That's actually a real size. Picture of how big it is. So let me just remove them or whatever. I don't know. Remove him, I guess. Okay. And 1 second. Yeah, and oh, okay. Sway with an 19. Alien like. It kind of like you remember his stories of related to the far realm. You think of tentacles, but you are not 100% sure.
I'm not 100% sure, but I heard stories. Make sure you don't turn your back to the creature.
A little too late for that, Sway. We need an initiative board.
Yes, sorry. Let me just give you the token.
Oh my god.
Okay,
He just
let
took
me
the
give
picture
you
That's
away,
the token,
put
yeah?
a square on it, and put it back on.
That's the token, yeah? Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna delete that initiative. Actually, did you guys know you did this? Is that your real initiatives actually there?
No, delete it.
It's not, yeah.
Mine
So let me
is.
delete it. Yeah, let me delete them, and then you
Okay,
can
mine is.
redo it and keep the initiative you roll now. Otherwise, it's gonna mess up everything.
Yeah, because mine's correct as well.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's just
My
I'll add the monster, so just redo it and then click the right initiative, your initial one, please, if you don't mind. One of these puppies here as well. The werewolves will all go in one initiative. If I think you guys will be okay without your sidekicks for this fight, if you really want, actually make a fate roll, Lilith, to see if Claudio and Skivers managed to catch up with you, or did they stay behind doing their own business?
They are right there with us.
Yeah, they are right there with us. So give me 1 second. Let me just get them for you. And they will. Claudio will still go on your initiative, and Sway. Roll initiative for Skivers. Just roll a d20. He is your familiar in a way, as well as Real's familiar, and you both kind of ascertain, even though you never tried, you felt some connection to them somehow, as you have the spirit of it.
It's true, actually. I forgot
you.
that I kind of made some kind of connection with it.
Yeah,
with
so
him,
he's
and
your
we kind of
familiar
believe in.
too. So you are able to dismiss him if you want as well. Anytime you want, you can just think of it and he will disappear temporarily and then return whenever you want. It takes an action to do that though. But if you don't want him to fight, you could dismiss him just before the fight.
Can I do that? Can I just ask him hide inside the tree? kind
Yeah,
of, I
and
just,
you-
without words, I'm just with my mind kind of gonna tell
Yeah,
them.
and you hear, okay, yes, this is terrifying. I'll be
Just when I
hiding.
think, when I looked back and we kind of were all front, just Lilith kind of in bug with them and they flapping with those small wings. So
Yeah, and you kind of like think of it and you feel it like he's gone. He's not in this plane anymore. And you know that
okay.
when that happens, he kind of goes to whatever, to the Nine Hells
Yeah,
for a
okay.
quick holiday, wherever his home plane is. Yeah.
Or coffee, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, coffee, burn, scorching hot
coffee.
coffee. Yeah, definitely. Cool. And let me just put Claudio here then, and then.
Lava latte.
Yeah, so I'll dismiss, I'll hide Skivers as he's actually hiding. Hey, okay, my lord. And he kind of hides. And Claudio is next to you, Lilith. You have his character sheet there
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
Okay, I know it's a bit complicated. Let me roll for my wolves. And yeah, my beautiful friend here. Okay. So the wolves got a 5. That kind of makes sense. Bless them. Okay, they have a +1 dex, so that's a 6. Okay, and then my baby here. I'm using your trick more of copying the link into the GM notes on the token. I love that thing. Very good. I will recommend it to every DM in the world. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, and there we are. And their initiative. Now don't fuck me up. I want you to roll on silent, so don't do it. Let's see. It should. Did it roll? Oh yes, it did roll on silent. Oh nice. I love that. Okay. So I'm gonna be really mean and hide him for a second so you don't know when he's gonna come. All right. But he's there though. Just for a second. Actually, that doesn't work, does it? Okay. All right, let me put them on order. Descending. So, top of the initiative is you, Safira. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This is stupid. Okay, let me reveal him again. It's a good concept, but it doesn't work though. Okay, so yes, Safira, you are first as you look at this kind of like the werewolves falling on the floor, and you hear the noise that this creature makes. It's almost like a psychic scream. Like imagine the Demogorgon, some kind of like weird sound, something unnatural and aberrant and scary. What would you like to do?
Okay. Not ignoring the creature, but just wants to check on the wolves. So she's gonna run over and see if they can be healed.
Okay, perfect. 1 second. Let's see. Stay with me. Where were you exactly, actually?
Here.
Bottom left-hand corner.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you look at the wolf. This will be your interaction. Maybe a medicine check.
15.
15. Okay. You see they are bathed in some kind of acid. Some of the faces are kind of like the parts that you cannot see is actually kind of like on a pool of acid, this weird kind of slimy white, like almost like a alabaster white acid. And then you look at the other one and you see the other one seems very confused, like also kind of like covered in acid.
But they're alive. I mean, they're
They
down.
are alive, yeah.
Okay.
In terms of game mechanics, because these are not hostile NPCs, they're kind of making that saves. Let's put it like that.
Okay, all right. In that case, she's gonna run over and kneel down and cast Cure Wounds on the first one at first level.
Okay, perfect.
Ugh, not great, but
Yeah, no, it's good enough. As you cast Cure Wounds, this one kind of comes back to life. It kind of makes a sound, and you notice as well, just he's a much smaller one. He seems to be a young female werewolf, werewolf-ress, whatever you call it. I don't know. Werewolf. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that. That sounds so
lady.
rude. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but yeah, were lady is much nicer. Yeah, okay, and yeah,
Does it
and
kind of
she-
rhyme with were pitch?
Yeah, perhaps. Okay, damn it.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and you do.
Bonus
I assume.
action healing word on the other one.
Okay, and the other one like makes a sound like thank you. Even though being a wolf, you actually gather the other one is definitely a child. Is
Okay.
much smaller as well, and you see at this point the parents are like like even they are in werewolf form. You see like tears on their eyes, and they're kind of like all covered on acid as well.
Okay. If you're not confident fighting, go and hide. Just don't die unnecessarily.
That creature. And you see the confused one says, What are we? What is this? And you see that one of them, their mind seems to be scrambled. The woman, the child seems to be okay, but the woman seems, the were lady, she seems to be super confused. Okay.
She'll just look to the other ones and say, take them to safety. Just get out of here. Look
And you
after
see
them.
one of the biggest ones that is the one kind of adjacent to the child. He says, "Are you sure? Can you take this creature? We can help."
If you can fight, then stay and fight. If not, protect the others.
Right. And yeah, one of them's kind of like two of them, kind of the biggest ones, kind of like embrace themselves now that you are there, that they feel more empowered. Yeah. Anything else from you, Safira?
Nope, that will be it.
All right, perfect. Okay, after that will be Bloodwick Turtle. However, before your turn, at the end of Saphira's turn, this creature will take a legendary action to do a tentacle attack on one of you. Okay. Oh dear. On you, actually, Bloodwick. That's a 4. You are number 4. Lilith is number 1. And you will feel this weird, like huge tentacle shoots out of the creature's mouth. With a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
Okay, and as he hits you, you feel all this damage on kind of hitting you. That will be 22 points of bludgeoning damage plus 11 psychic damage for a total of 33 points of damage. And straight away, you feel the tentacle wraps around your leg. I need you to make a strength saving throw. As you see, all of you see in slow motion, the tentacle wrapped on Bloodwick's leg and he's pulling him towards the mouth.
Sorry, so did we have full health HP?
Yeah, you had a long rest, so you are on full HP, full everything, because you actually, you were not here, but you had a long rest, so you are on full.
And how much was the damage?
33 points of damage. But now you feel the tentacle that wrap around your leg is pulling you towards the mouth, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Do I get advantage on this sort of stuff?
Say it again?
Oh no, that's strength check, sorry. I thought I'd get advantage on this, but I don't. That's not.
Yeah, you do when you're raging, but you are not raging yet.
Let's go. 13.
Okay, with a 13, all of you see Bloodwick flies in the air and the creature eats him. And you see Bloodwick disappeared inside the mouth of the creature, all the way gone.
All right,
You
see
don't
you later.
see Bloodwick anymore. At the beginning of your turn, Bloodwick, you take acid damage as you kind of awaken. You are blind, restrained, under total cover, and you are inside the stomach of this creature. In there is another pieces of creatures that have been eaten. You take 20 points of acid damage straight away.
Cool.
and you are inside there. You cannot move. Like you hear this kind of growling, and you feel that this acid all around you is starting to slowly kind of eat through your flesh.
Okay.
This is a really bad fuck up. You actually cannot repeat the strength saving throw. You are actually inside the creature right now for the time being. There is not a way for you to come out yourself. However, you can still attack it from inside.
I'll
But
do
you
that.
are restrained. You are unable to move as you feel you are sinking in this pool of
Can I
acid.
Can I rage?
Yes, definitely. You do your normal turn, but you are blinded, so all you see is blackness, and you feel like you are sinking in acid, and you cannot move properly. But yeah, you have all your other abilities. So you rage.
I'll rage. And then I'll just go with Sword of Cast and just go crazy. Attack.
Okay. Yeah, you activate. You are active. The Sword of Cast says, "What? What is that? Vecna is not here. What are we?" And then you kind of like take the sword and yeah, go ahead. Your attacks will be a disadvantage, unfortunately, but
Just 20 then.
20 still hits though. Yeah. So
He could
and you are
recklessly attack
raging.
now inside.
Yeah. Then he could if he wanted to. Would you
No, I
like
didn't
to
do it.
attack recklessly?
No, I did active attack recklessly in this one. So that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So then it will be a normal one. So that will be 21 points of damage. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. And then you have one more attack.
Yeah, I'll just do straight normal. Like,
You got everything, man. Just great weapon, everything. You should just do it. Go reckless.
yeah. Yeah, I rolled 16, sorry.
Okay. Unfortunately, on the second one, 16 does not hit. What is going on? Oh wow, okay. I know what is going on. I'm changing the creature's hit point. I'm thinking that's not the creature's hit point, it's your hit points. What I was changing, sorry. Okay. No, so it's fine. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm done. And then
Alright, perfect. Okay. Give me 1 second, let me move you to the back, okay?
yeah, no, it's
I don't know why it's picking you up. Yeah, okay, you are grouped with the creature. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that's better. Okay, so that was a total of 21 points of damage. Okay. Is that include the rage as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that doesn't include the rage, sorry.
Yeah, so it will be 4, no? I think is your rage now. Of 3? I can't remember.
1d8.
I think that plus 10 is. What's your strength?
My
Plus 6.
strength is 20. So plus 5.
Can't hear you,
So
man.
yeah, 20. Yeah.
20
So
plus
20.
5.
So
My
it's
strength is
20.
5.
Yes. So it's plus 5 plus the weapon is plus 3. So that will be plus 8. So then the other
Plus
2
4.
is the rage. So
Should
it
be
should
plus
be
4.
plus 4. Yeah, okay. Alright, so
Plus 12. So it should be
yeah.
another 4. Well, he struck twice, right? So another 4 points
So
of
another
damage
2,
onto.
yeah. Yeah, no, he only hit one of the twice.
Oh, okay, then another 2.
Yeah. So 2, yeah. Okay, perfect. Alright, okay. Cool. Alright, and anything else from I guess that finished your turn.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. After your turn, it will be the creature. The creature will look at all of you and once more, not once more, but you will see it kind of makes this sound like it's gonna vomit on you, and then this kind of acid comes out of its mouth. This time I did do it. I'm not unprepared, you see. Okay. I have a cone here that I'm gonna display in 1 second. Let me just find the beginning of it. Yeah, okay. So I was reading, the cone comes from whichever point on the creature's. So I need, as I reveal the cone. Okay. No, it didn't reveal the cone. Damn it.
So it never happened.
Yeah, no, it never does it? It's so annoying. Yeah.
So,
Okay. So I will need all of you, actually, to make a dexterity saving throw as this creature vomits this white, kind of like a alabaster acid from his mouth on all of you and the werewolves, excluding the two stronger ones who were the very ones at the very back.
Ish.
Again.
I'm gonna use. No, never mind.
Yes, whatever you have, this will be a good time to
Absorb
use it.
elements.
Okay. Yeah. It's acid, so that's doable.
I'm going to use my legendary resistance.
Very good call as well, I will say. Sway, dexterity saving throw for you.
Yeah,
as
coming
well.
in.
Yeah, no worries. And Claudio, could you please do for Claudio as well?
I'm guessing I don't need to do one because I'm inside.
Yeah, no, you are inside it. You are fine.
Well, fine.
Real is kind of like vanished out of sight. He's not with you. You kind of know that he was there with you 5 minutes ago, and he was running, but now you don't see him. Not very real like. Okay, yeah, that's oh nice. That's a 28 for Claudio. That's fucking amazing.
So only Saphira fails.
Okay. All right, Safira. Okay, is that your rolls? Final rolls? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the DC is actually 1 second. The DC is 20. So Safira, you failed. Sway, you succeed. You take no damage as his evasion comes up. When you succeed, Cabal, you succeed. You take half as well. Claudio succeeds, and Lilith, you use your legendary resistance to succeed as well. And you that succeed take 22 points of acid damage, already reduced to half. Saphira, you take 44 points of acid damage. However, you use absorbed elements, and that reduces it to 22 as well. So 22 points of acid damage for all of you. The werewolves, all of the ones that were hit as they were wounded, all of them fall unconscious again.
Damn.
Except the two that are farther away that are not affected by it at all. They are too far. The creature kind of like make this sound again, and you see it on a slow motion. Cabal, Claudio, Lilith, you all can take opportunity attacks as you see it starts to burrow,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, burrow into the ground again where he emerged from earlier on.
You're gonna see Cabal stick the spear into the creature, and then digs his foot into the ground and sinking himself in, hopefully stopping it from burrowing.
Okay, yeah, you have your sentinel. Please hit it. We don't want Bloodwake to go being swollen and gone into the ground by this giant worm.
Well, I'm sorry,
very
I
cool.
actually didn't realize my token did not appear in the turn order.
Oh, okay.
But I have I rolled 12.
Okay,
see.
so
Yes,
I will I will add you.
Go
Don't worry.
like after this creature, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. I'll. I actually
23 hit.
didn't. Yes, 23 hits as the creature starts to burrow. Let me just make sure that he doesn't have. Yeah, no, it's fine. As he starts to burrow, he looks at you. And once more, his face kind of tentacles, everything vibrates, and all the floor around you shake as you see you stopped him with this hit, and he's not able to move anymore. As
We
this
are
was
not
your
done with you
sentinel.
yet. Spit him out. Ugh.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, Lilith, what you have Warcaster? What do you use? Do you want to do something big? If you want to use your weapon to shoot it, make a fate roll, and that will determine whether you have enough time to get your weapon out of your little kind of, I don't know how it's called, holster, I think it's called for weapons, right? For
Yeah.
pistol.
Guess.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Does 10 count?
Yes, 10 is a success. Yeah, you are able to get Dara out in time if you want to shoot it with it. Otherwise, you can use a spell that hits only one creature.
Oh, 21.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing. 21 hits for 20 points is radiant as per default.
Yep.
As you hit it with radiant damage, it seems to be taking half only. You see,
Right,
is not taking as much damage. The DM just tricked you. I'm sorry. That was mean. But it's a good thing, you know. It's your best weapon, like so it doesn't cost you anything, you know. So now you know you could change it to necrotic.
Did it take half damage or is it?
Yeah, it
I
seems
took-
to
it
be
did take half
resistant to radiant. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I will use my bonus action to change it to necrotic then.
Yeah, you can do that on your turn later. It's actually your turn after now. The creature is
Okay.
finished, so yeah, it's actually. Let me just put this in order again because now with Sway. 1 second. Let's see whose turn is it. Yeah, so between you and Sway, Sway, would you like Lilith to go first, or would you
Yeah,
like
sure.
to go first?
No, it's fine. I mean, she's like close there anyway.
All
She's
right,
engaged
so
with the
Lilith,
creature, so it's fair.
it's your turn. Actually, how much was the damage? I got 10 from Lilith. I got that one. And how much is from you, Cabal? 30, yeah?
That is correct.
Yeah, okay. So a total of... Actually, 30 is what you need. Inside the creature, as the creature is being hit really hard, Bloodwig, you feel inside it, like for a second, all this pool of acid kind of goes up, kind of almost taking you with it. You can repeat your strength saving throw at advantage this time because you are actually raging now. So the 30 points of damage is what you need for the creatures to regurgitate you out in
25.
one hit. Yeah. Okay, and you are spit out of the creature like right there next to Cabal. You are prone though, unfortunately, but you are free.
How does it feel being eaten rather than eating?
Yeah, you see
the irony.
just for you to imagine it, you know, like in Alien, when you know the Alien, the Covenant, you know, this creature that is kind of like, that's what Bloodwig looks like. It's like a squid at the moment, like it's covered in this white, disgusting goo, like almost like a squid covering on something that it shouldn't be there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Lilith, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I will bonus action change the damage output on Dara to necrotic.
Okay, yeah, good call.
Damn. Saphira, are you good to heal all those wolves?
Yeah. I can do that.
Can you do them in one go, or do you have
Yes.
to use cure
I would have to use mass cure wounds.
mass healing word?
Do I have it? I do not have that.
You don't have it?
Nope.
Alright, let me do it then.
Okay.
I will... Are they within range? I don't think so. 35, so if I move... Still. Alright, I will take a step back.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, as you move away from the creature's reach, a tentacle kind of shoots towards you, Lilith.
Yep.
That will be... Oh, okay, that's good. 20 to hit, that will miss you. The tentacle kind of wraps around you, but I imagine you like, I don't think so. And it kind of like, it goes inside your gears, and it's kind of like your metal is, these tentacles were not made for metal. So yeah,
She just
it kind of like
flexes a
comes
bit.
off. Yeah, and you managed to overcome 36 points of damage. Yeah, that you will have
Jesus.
been, but yeah.
All right, I will then do a second level mass healing word,
Okay,
and
amazing.
that'll bring up all the wolves.
Okay, wow, okay, nice. So roll the healing, and you see them as once more as they are healed, like you see like gratefulness, this kind of horror in their faces, and now even the big ones are starting to, the two bigger ones who agreed to help you, they're standing there, but all the other ones, they are terrified. You see that in the moment they're gonna run.
Yep. She'll turn around and just kind of say, "Didn't you hear what she said? If you can't fight, stay back."
Oh, yes, we are. Just like so fast, all happening so fast. Poor little things, they haven't had a turn yet.
Yeah, you can cure up to 6 people. So I don't know how many wolves are down. Was it 4?
Oh,
Five.
Yeah.
Four.
Yeah.
Was it
Four were
Four.
down,
Four.
yeah.
4 down. So
Oh,
you can
did
get
I not
you
need to
go.
use?
You
Okay.
could heal
Can I change that to
Saphira
just
too, if you want.
first level? Do you need healing?
Or Bloodwick, maybe. I
Bloodwick.
wouldn't mind some.
Yeah, if I got 6, then what's that? 1d, 2d4.
Yeah, roll the damage, because I'm gonna need, I change all the HP now.
2d4 plus.
6. So
Plus
it's
6,
10.
yeah, or 10. Okay, oh, nice, okay,
So
yeah.
they get 4, 8, 14 points of HP. The wolves. Each wolf gets 14.
Oh, yeah, because, when they are down, they they get maximum, because your
Yeah.
ability. Yeah, amazing, okay.
Yeah.
So let me just do 14.
You didn't need to move to cast that spell.
Didn't I? Is it 60 foot?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, she lives with risk. This is Lilith. She likes to take risks. This is the kind of girl she is, isn't she?
She needs
That's
glasses. She
why.
needs to go to Specsavers or wherever.
Well,
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Uh, but she did do that for a reason, so she can get Claudio to get out of the position where he's just getting whacked all the time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Claudio could use his actions to disengage. You are unsure if the creature has more than one reaction, or he could just try and see.
You know what? He is just not going to taunt it. Then he will disengage
Okay.
and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, cool. He'll move himself over here.
No, mistress, yes. He's got a new 40 speed flying now, so yeah, he's can move further now.
Cool.
Ferociously flapping with those tiny wings.
Yeah, actually, what was his save? How much did he get on the save? Actually, I forgot that.
28 or 28, I think.
Yeah, that was 28. So he still took half, right? So that would have been 22. Yeah. 22 points of damage. I can mark it if you want, if it's too much.
You know what it is? There's a green bar and a red bar. I just put it in the red bar.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I know. Just feel free to change it. We'll talk later, and then you can tell me, because I love to mess up with your icons. Yeah.
No problem.
He can still use his bonus action to do second wind if you want, to regain 1d10 plus his level. So that will be 18 in his level as well, if you want him to.
He is good for now.
A bonus action. Okay, cool.
We're done.
All right, cool, perfect. And if you are done, at the end of your turn, the creature will take its last legendary action to actually spew, like you see from his mouth, this tiny egg kind of like comes out and explodes here, right between the three of you. Too far for you, Saphira. As you look at the egg, it's like an alien kind of egg, It first is like a white, slimy egg, and then it slowly opens. And if it opens, boom, it bursts, and this kind of weird substance get in your mouth, your eyes, and skin. And I need all of you around there, so that will be Bloodwick, Cabal, and Sway, to make a wisdom saving throw as the egg itself casts confusion on you.
Not good.
What is it? Intelligence?
Wisdom
Wisdom, you said?
saving throw.
Wisdom
Yeah.
saving throw.
The DC is, let me just see, because I don't see what the DC is, though. I see what the spell is. 1 second. The spell casting, okay, the DC is, okay, I'm not going to tell you what this is. But yeah.
19.
Okay. 19. What about Cabal and okay, amazing blood. Oh, wow, you're all ready. And you, Cabal?
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
That's
no.
a 3. I'm just thinking, do I want to do anything? Hold up. I'm gonna start attacking you guys if maybe potentially.
Can I give you my inspiration?
No, I don't need. I've got one.
You can only give inspirations to people who doesn't have one. He hasn't used yours, no? You haven't
Okay.
used yet.
No,
No, don't worry. It's cool.
Used mine.
Thank you.
I'm just checking. Confusion is not charmed, frightened, or possessed effect. You know what? I'll use my inspiration, and I might have to put a D8 into that as well. So I'll try again. Yep, I will not use the D8. I will just consider it as me getting a walloping, whatever this is.
Okay. So, you got it there. For disclaimer, I just show it to you. So that's what's going to be happening. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Damn. All right. And that will be the end of the legendary action at this kind of egg after it explodes and kind of dissolves into the ground. And it's all this white kind of like acid, kind of like goo, kind of absorbs into the plants. And now, Saphira, you hear the screams of the plants itself as they move around, and this creature is actually affecting the terrain around it. Sway, it's your turn. You're next.
Okay, so I run up next to Cabal and take a swing with the, what is it? The worm and the emerald blade.
You can make an before you do that, just so for disclaimer, so you don't blame me for being not transparent enough. You can. Oh no, damn! I just throw me out of Roll20. Okay, sorry for that, guys. You can make history check, please. Okay, I'm back in Roll20. It might cut off on the stream for a second. Maybe no, actually, it might not. I'm not sure how that works.
17.
Okay, 17 is enough. You think this creature is not a dragon family at all. It's something else. So your sword will not have any extra effect on it. However, you did see how when Lilith hit it with radiant damage, it seemed to do less. So then it's up to you to judge.
Yeah, that's why I thought I used
Okay, perfect.
That was the only reason, actually.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's a good
anyway,
one.
I
So
already
go
said
ahead.
it, so I just take a
Yeah, I
swing.
mean, you can. Yeah. Will you please go ahead? Oh, nice. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a fucking 19 to hit. Wow, Sway. That's amazing. As you hit the creature, yeah, it's taking as much damage as it should. You
Do I get a sneak
are.
attack?
You do get a sneak attack for sure. So please go ahead and roll a sneak
Yeah, well,
attack.
how I roll it now? Wait, sorry, it's not automatic there. So it's
So you can.
how many? Is it 66?
You actually, if you go to features and traits, class features, you will see sneak attack, and I think it tells you there straight away how many.
Sneak
But
attack is 9d6. Oh dear.
yeah, so just click
Okay,
on that. I
so
think
let
it
me-
will roll it automatically if you do that.
9d6. Okay, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, 32
Okay,
extra.
Fucking hell, nice. And that will be the same damage as the soft slashing. Amazing, yeah. As you hit it with this, he seems to be taking as much damage as he should. He focus on you, Swear. You see once more his mouth and his tentacles kind of like going wild, around you
That's 46 points of
you
damage,
got
yeah,
his
altogether.
attention. Yeah, amazing, yeah. Angrily, he kind of like wraiths the whole ground shakes around you. Anything else from you? That was one attack. Yeah, you only have one. Any
Yeah,
bonus
and then
action
I take
from you?
the Sunblade with my other hand and I activate it, that's all.
All right, so this will be sure. You
That's a bonus
is the
action.
emerald wing? Yeah, but the only question is the
Is 200 weapon, you mean?
Wyrmlander two-handed weapon? Yeah, I think.
I don't know.
I believe. No worries.
Finesse, longsword.
Yeah,
That's
longsword,
attack.
Yeah,
one-handed.
longsword. Yeah, longsword is. Oh, if it's longsword, it can be one-handed. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure you're doing
Yeah, it's not
D8
great sword,
damage,
it's
and not
200,
D10.
right? Longsword
Yeah.
is
I
still
mean, yeah, you can hit D8. So yeah, you actually did D10 before. This time, if you do one hand, it will be D8 damage, but you can still do it. Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all.
Alrighty. Okay, perfect. And you stay there, kind of the werewolves. They will follow your advice and fucking run the shit out of there. At least the ones who are weakened. Let me just open the character sheet again. Okay, so their movement is okay. In wolf form, they can move werewolf hybrid. Yeah, 40 feet they can move. So yes, they will move, run. Thank you. The woman says, super confused, and she starts running. 1, 2. So yeah, they can get here. This one will get there. They will dash actually, so these two will be out of the map. So will this one and this one. So those ones are out of the map at the moment. I'll leave them there so you guys don't forget they exist. However, these ones will run towards the creature. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this one will run towards it. There. And this one here. Okay, and you will see that one of them just both of them have spears that they kind of like had them. They picked them up from the floor, like where they were laying. Some of them were not laying. They have it on the hands, and they will two-handed both of them throw the spears twice. Let's say they had like this, 2 spears each. Okay, oh nice. Okay. So the first spear, the first attack will miss. So yeah, that will be 2 hits and 2 misses, unfortunately. And as they do this, the creature will take 20. Okay, let me see. 5 plus 5, that's 10. Plus 3. Okay, so yeah, it will take a little bit of damage as you see these spears impaled on the creature, taking 14 points of damage. And the werewolves they kind of howl and roar. And they end their turn there, looking menacing, kind of ready to move closer and keep attacking and biting the creature. Oh, thank you. All right, Cabal, it's your turn. As you are at this point feeling very unusually confused, I need you to roll a d10, please. Do you repeat the save at the end of your turn? You should, right? At the end of each of your turns. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so that's a 2. With a 2 to 6, the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. Oh no, I'm sorry, Cabal. As you kind of like describe to us what happens to Cabal actually.
I'm too
You're
busy.
okay with
that. I'm too busy taking out the gunk off my face because I took the full front of that explosion, and I'm just trying to wipe it, but it's spreading more across my face and my eyes, and I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
All right. Okay. Cool. And I will finish the round. So Bloodwick, we go back to you as you are prone there on the floor, kind of after being regurgitated out of the creature. You
Yep.
see it standing there in front of you, like colossally, this huge thing there. What do you do?
Does a 20 save, by the way, from the thing?
Sorry. Oh yes. You. Oh yeah. You with a 26.
20. Just a
With
20.
a 20. Yeah. 20 is enough. At the end of your turn, Cabal, you like look at this creature and then you start to everything clear. You look at the egg and it's melted into the ground, and you are standing there and you are back to your full senses. Cool.
Mhm.
Bloodwick, you are prompt. But what would you like to do?
I get up.
All right. Awesome. I'll straighten your icon.
Spread out.
Sorry, I'll move your icon, but you are in the same place. Don't worry. Okay. Stand up. You still have your weapon in your hand. What do you do?
I move like here.
Okay, awesome. The creature follows you with their face.
And I'll do reckless and great weapon master this time.
Okay, nice. Cool. Full force. Come on. Yeah.
So that'll be 21.
Yeah, that will be definitely hits. 21. Yeah, nice. So change the plus 10 to plus 12 at the end, because it should be your 5 plus your plus 3. So 8 plus 4. Yeah. So if you do you know how to do it, or
Yeah.
yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
So that'd be 37 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, 37 points of damage. You see, as you hit it with the first attack, the creature shakes. It's all, and it once more is focused on you. You see it like looking at you with this anger, even though it's super hard to read its face. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing again.
All right,
double yummy. And this time I got 28.
Yeah, that is also enough. Once more, as your sort of cast, you hear in your mind, yes, this blood is disgusting, but it's blood.
And it'll be 31 points of damage.
Whoa, nice. Okay, cool. So 31 points of damage. Nice, yeah. The creature is starting to look, as you hit it with this attack. This time you see all this kind of like white, bluish blood kind of spills all over you as it gets cut quite deeply this time. And you looks at you. Anything else from you, sir?
No, that's it.
Once more, he will do the same. He will use its first legendary action to, as he's super pissed off with all this damage you did to it, he's gonna try to hit you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this time at advantage, as you were reckless, and you will see its tentacles kind of try to wrap around you once more. Okay, it didn't hit at advantage. Okay, 1 second. I'll do another. Oh no! Okay. Neil, how far are you? That's a fucking great. I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I make it reroll lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Yes, that's a good one. If you're happy, I'll because it's an advantage. So I just take the lower roll. If that's cool with you.
Yeah.
Actually, let me reroll this time. Okay, he could get a natural one, but it's still heavy. Yeah, no, it's not a natural one. It will still be a hit. Yep. So yeah, he hits you, not with a crit this time, and once more, you feel its tentacle starts pulling you up. While you do the strength saving throw, I will roll damage. So please do a strength saving throw at advantage.
24.
Okay, yeah, that is enough. You resist to be pulled up. You see the tentacle it kind of starts pulling you up your leg, but this time you are raging and you're so angry. And yep, you take 20 points of slashing, half to 10, and 12 psychic damage. That has not reduced. So total of 22 total, already reduced. But you stand there on your space, and then the camera moves towards you, Saphira, as the werewolves have passed you. Some of them are kind of hidden between the canopy, and you see this creature like doing all this weird shit. What would you like to do?
Okay, she's gonna start moving towards the creature. And as she does, you can see her slowly morph into an earth elemental as a bonus action.
Oh, awesome, yeah. Okay, let me make you bigger, but you can change your thingy, yeah? Awesome. Amazing. And as you change to an earth elemental, what would you like to do? 1 second, it's so difficult. Come on. Yeah. Yay. Okay. Would you like to be here or there?
Here. Here.
Okay, perfect. Cool.
Okay. And I guess I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay, perfecto.
It's okay. First attack.
Whoa, nice. Yeah. As you punch this creature through, you see like your fist almost gets embedded on it, and you realize its skin is not actually that resilient, even though it's massive. And he punches all the way through. Roll damage.
Okay. 2d8 plus 5. That's 15 points of damage.
Okay, awesome.
And second attack. Does Cabal still have him stuck? He can't move because Cabal is holding him? Or
Well, in terms mechanically, he's free now, so he could borrow on its turn if he wanted.
Can I try and grapple him then? Like hold him in place?
Sure. I mean, there is no rules. Actually, can you? No, I think there is a rule. You can only grapple creatures that are one size larger than you. Is that right, Mo? You cannot grapple creatures that are two sizes larger than you. Yeah. So sorry for that.
That's
you will
okay.
know that, you know.
Yeah.
But you
Oh
can
my
punch it
God.
again. Yeah, baby! Natural 20 as you punch it through. Like for a second, your whole fist gets lost inside the creature, and it kind of makes this sound like. I wish you could hear my screams. I'm so good at making monster sounds, but natural 20 takes him off. Yep. Amazing.
Is it? Do I still roll damage and it doubles?
You can do whichever way you want. You can either roll 4d8 or you can roll 2d8 and double it. Your choice.
I'll roll 4d8. Let's see.
Okay. Cool.
Is it plus 10 then? Yeah.
And the modifier does not double, yeah. It's
okay.
only the
29 points of damage.
Whoa! Okay, that 20 points of damage is very close to death. You see, like, all this goo falls on top of you, kind of this elemental form, but it's not enough for it to die yet. It's very close, though.
Okay.
Only if someone had action surge. Well, he did have it, but it hasn't been his turn yet, probably. Poor thing. Damn it. Anything else from you, Saphira?
No.
I'll remind you, you could actually go yourself inside the ground if you wanted to, but
I used all my speed. Can I use an extra speed to borrow? I thought 30 was total.
Let me just think that. So when you will use the first speed. So if you use your whole movement, you won't get more. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
My apologies. I forgot that. Cool. Are you done? Yeah. Then you stand there menacing. Okay. And at the end of your turn, the creature will try to recharge his fucking breath. I'm gonna roll it on the open to make it more interesting. Okay, please don't roll a 4, 5, 6. That's all I have to say. Ooh, okay, that's lucky. That's a 3. Okay, so it does not recharge its acid breath. Okay, however, Let me roll a d20 to see how angry it is. If I roll higher than a 10, it's gonna cast a spell and fuck one of you up. Otherwise, it's gonna be nice and just hit instead. So lower than 10 is cast a spell. Okay, you guys are lucky because he's got fucking feeble mind as a spell. But it's the one that was gonna cast next. Okay. So yeah, instead he will, let me see who he hates more. I think Bloodwig, yes, he's fucking him up majorly. Even though Cabal, you stop him from burrowing, he hates you more than anyone, Bloodwig. So he will go ahead and try to once more hit you with its tentacles once.
Bring it, you little prick.
Okay. It's almost impossible for them to not to hit someone, unfortunately. So that will be a 21 to hit.
Yeah,
And
that
once
hits.
more, yeah, you feel like it's pulling you up. I need a strength saving throw. DC 18, I'll tell you now, as it's
20.
dying. Yay! Okay, you manage to overcome it. You take 21 points reduced to half to 10, so 10 bludgeoning. And very little psychic, only 6 or 6 psychic damage. So 10 and
Yeah.
6, so 16 total points of damage.
Mhm.
However, this time he will try to burrow again and go inside the ground. Cabal, Sway, and you, all of you get opportunity attack. Why don't you all roll a d20 to see who gets the first opportunity attack? Because the creature is near death, so whoever gets the hit is probably gonna kill it, and you, Saphira, as well. So d20, the highest rollies. Let's do rollies to see who gets the kill.
Yeah, I'll just sit back and just watch this.
No, come on. Okay, so Saphira, actually, no, it's Bloodwig.
Bloodwig.
Bloodwig, yep. Damn.
Yeah, I'll roll.
I mean, they could
Yes,
all
so
just
please.
miss. So
Yeah,
Well,
actually, yeah, that's a point. Yeah, you could
I'll
still
do
miss it.
reckless, great weapon. Okay.
I think you cannot do reckless out of your
Ah.
turn, though. Yeah, but
Alright, that's fine.
that's 219s. That will hit anyway.
That's cool. Then. So that's
All
22.
right. Okay, with 22 points of damage, even without the reckless, as you hit the creature, you know with your battle experience that that's enough to kill it, and you see all the werewolves kind of stand back as they see that too in slow motion, like, whoa! How do you kill this monster?
I chop it up like sushi and feed it to the wolves.
Damn it, the wolves are like, no! There's still like crosses that you didn't see because they have no clothes from flesh pockets come out as they put crosses on your face or whatever holy symbol they have. No! And you chop it and you start cutting it and you see like a cartoon, like pieces of a sashimi snake kind of flying around and this white bluish goo blood comes everywhere as you kill the creature. And this monster dies and collapses on the floor. As he collapses on the floor, you see it like kind of like from his mouth, he vomits, and all these tiny little writhing tadpoles kind of are left in a pool. They seem to be dead, but you see all these tiny tadpole-like creatures.
Killed him.
All of you can make an Arcana check, actually, to see what that is.
oh god,
Oh god. No idea.
And
No.
then we'll go on break after that.
Fae, Fino, and Dead. I don't think it's either one, right?
Nope.
Alright. Oh, it's pretty good.
Martin, where are you? Oh,
Actually, you know what? I
We don't
forgot
need
something.
Martin.
All of you can make it at advantage, actually. At advantage, sorry. Because a reason that I will tell you once you figure it out.
So 21 for Cabal.
Oh, nice. Okay. The
Oh.
DC will be 16 for this.
So Saphira and
I rolled 4 both times.
No! Okay. All right. So, so you, Cabal, yeah, Cabal and Saphira. Only the two of you, as you see these creatures coming out of this monster slashed to pieces mouth, you actually realize and notice. Oh, Claudio can roll at advantage too, actually. No, Claudio's too discombobulated too. You realize these are illithid tadpoles. And you think, is this what happens to an illithid tadpole when it grows to full size? And yes, a name comes to your mind, Neothelite. And that is when you realize this is a fucking tadpole that is grown all the way. And as you realize that and look at each other with this kind of face like a like a Dragon Ball kind of moment, we will go on a little break, so don't go anywhere. We will be back in 10. Yep, it is the chosen one. right, and we are live back in here as the outsiders find out that this creature seems to be an illicit tadpole that they just destroyed. And as that happens and the fight ends, the werewolves kind of with the look at them, and there is silence on the forest. I leave it to you guys.
Do we know?
While in elemental form, I'm just gonna burrow around, try and cover as much ground, and see if I can sense anything with my tremor sense, any other creatures, similar creatures, or anything like that. You're muted.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yes, damn, I was muted. Yeah. I guess that will make a perception check at advantage, even though I think that happens automatically, but just for flavor, you know. You don't roll lower than a 6. Without anything higher than a 6, you will be okay. Okay, yeah. You don't sense any other creatures. However, you sense the vibrations and the movement of a town nearby-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like you hear music, like morning kind of sounds, you know, like all these different things, and you know there is a town not too far. Also, you sense a river as well, not too
Yeah.
far. Or the sea, I'm sure.
Okay. I will drop my elemental form.
How did it get to this size? That's incredible, yet horrific. These things burrow into creatures and transform them into illithids. What would this burrow into, and what would it turn into? It is good that we slayed it here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
But how many more are out there?
So does it mean if they don't get transferred and take over someone's brain, they just become wild beasts? That's strange.
I'll take a read of that, sorry.
They will devour anything until they find the right host. The size of this, it would need perhaps I do not know what a creature what size would be infected by this.
Who was the one that had the highest arcana out of the two, actually, of you?
Saphira.
It was Saphira. What did you get on the arcana, Saphira? You remember then, if you could?
23.
Okay, I'll give it to you with a 23. You know this is not a creature infected by a tadpole. This is a tadpole itself. So this is what happens to a illicit tadpole if it escapes the colony.
So it just continues to grow bigger and bigger.
Seems like it, yeah.
Well, if this one escaped, how many more escaped? And from where and why? Do you remember Rill picking up that strange weapon from Exathander? That blade that is shape of an illithid's hilt. Do you think it has some sort of coincidence? And we also know that they are from the astral space, and that is where Azalin Rex has gone. Perhaps he has influence? Perhaps he did something to do with this? I wonder how many more.
this creature just don't appear out of, I don't know, nowhere, as
Yes, I
I
agree.
would say. They have to come from somewhere. Normally they are not just free roaming parasites, are they?
No. This one has escaped perhaps wherever it's come from, or the colony, or the community it has come from. Maybe it has been destroyed or we are unable to be controlled anymore. Something has happened and we need to figure out what this is. I'm pretty sure if we go to the sanctuary, the other blood hunters, they'll be able to figure out what the situation is. Perhaps they've already hunted a few of these creatures and they'll have more answers. But
Perhaps
first,
the host got killed and the parasite survived and it crawled out and around things. I'm sure we'll find some answers. We just need to, like you said, we just need to get there.
what about these werewolves? Should we just let them be?
We are here. They kind of like, as they change into their normal form. I don't like the fact that werewolves are naked. So let's say that, like we did with Lilith, they kind of wall shape and they have their clothes on. So they kind of like it's more like a wall shape rather than a shape change. And as they change, you see like a family. Like there is an older man, there is like a grandpa, grandma, husband, wife, and children, there. And all of them seem to be completely discombobulated and like in panic. They are very grateful. They start saying, thank you so much for helping us. Please let us give you something to take with you. We don't have any money. We were just taking a family walk. We were having a picnic and then this creature came out of nowhere. We mean you no harm. We are not evil creatures like everyone thinks. We are just trying to survive in a world full of humans. We are from Dagenfort. Please come with us. We will reward you in there. Would you give us the honor to accompany us to our house? We can give you something, at least. Thanks so much.
Glad we could help.
It's funny.
Sorry, thank you. Is this the first time you've seen anything like this around here?
Yes, it's the first time. We often come to these grounds. We've never seen anything like this. If this creature was here, he must have been hiding. I mean, he can burrow under the ground. Where does he come from, and why is he here? We need answers. We need to speak to the leaders of our town. At least, perhaps they know something. We have to bring this information. Who are you, by the way? What are you doing here? You seem battle ready and very strong. And they all like see admirations, the kids' faces. They're like, well, looking at you like, wow, like who are these people? Like they are not used to seeing adventurers of like a superhero. Imagine you are like the Avengers at this point compared to a normal superhero, kind of like a loser superhero adventurer. So they are fascinated by your strength and powers, and they're staring at you. Perhaps
they
we
called
have
us
to.
the outsiders.
The Outsiders. Wow, that's a cool name. But are you? Your accent is. You are not from outside. You are from Ferrum. I hear your accent sounds from here.
Yeah, that's true. That's how they called us from where we came.
What about you? You see that they are looking at you, Lilith. Your accents. You are. Are you from here?
Pretty far away from here.
pretty far away from the mic.
Yes, you're pretty far away from the mic. That's what one of them will say.
I don't know how much closer to get to the mic.
We
Oh, no.
can't hear you.
Yeah, it's very low though. Maybe Mo can try to put you higher in volume, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I have you almost max. Oh no. And then she switch off. Wham! You see Lilith kind of unwinds and kind of like a cartoon robot now. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Speak.
Did it
Let's
work?
see. Yay! Okay, yeah, it did work. Yeah.
Okay.
As you speak, well, yes. Are you from here as well, Miss?
No,
The
no,
younger
I'm
woman says.
quite far away from here.
Oh, yes, your accent sounds quite foreign. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Your powers and where are these two? And they look at your little companions.
I know that you are fascinated with who we are and what we have just achieved, but we actually would just like to return to civilization and then make our way towards our own home, if that is too much to ask. So perhaps as we walk, we can
Yes, let's
potentially
do
discuss
that. Let's talk and walk. We'll just need a minute just to wrap up our wounds, and we'll be ready in 5, if that's okay. Please, we will escort you. I would like you to come with us, if that's not too much to impose. We want to speak to the Duke Malwyn Dagenfort. We need to report this and to. As well to the leader of the Obsidian Holy Force. They need to know what has happened here.
Wait. Where's Real? Real!
Who is Real?
Hiding, probably.
Real!
Make a perception check, everyone. As you shout for Real, you don't seem to... He's not close by, but you can make a perception check if you want.
I'm away from my keyboard at the moment, so I won't make one.
No worries. Let's see. Yeah, with those rolls are probably enough. Okay, yeah. The three of you sway. Let's see. 1 second. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mo. All right. Yeah. As you start looking around with those rolls, you don't see or hear Real anywhere. He seems to have vanished into thin air.
Not even 29?
I miss your 29. Yeah, with a 29 perception, you actually don't hear Real or see Real. However, as you look in the distance, you kind of like see tracks from where you were. And you kind of... Time moves forward, the werewolves patches their wounds, and all this happens as you start walking and you start looking for the tracks, and you actually see that you find Real's footprints on the ground, and they seem to be going towards a direction, like with a purpose. The werewolves will tell you that he seems to be going towards the town himself.
I wonder why he left without us.
Without saying anything. I mean,
Because
he
he
can go
thinks
if he wants.
he's a king now. He doesn't need to say anything to us. He can do whatever he wishes.
I'm sure he had a reason.
Well,
You all think it's very not real thing to do, to just leave like that without saying anything.
but we know that he is influenced by Darkness. Darkness couldn't reach him while we were in Darkon. But now that we're back here, he must have either taken control of him or given him purpose again to move forward. He is obviously
Do we need to kill
using
him?
him. Kill who? Darkness? 100%. Rill? I don't want to.
Okay.
Not if we have to.
All of you as well, make an insight check actually, quickly, if you don't mind. Nice. Bloodwick, you kind of like didn't really recall or realize the same with you, Sway. But you, Lilith, especially, as well as you, Cabal, and you, Saphira, you actually realize, did they say the Obsidian Holy Force? Is that what the werewolf said? The leader of the Obsidian Holy Force. And that kind of like, for a second, makes you think, Obsidian Holy Force. It sounds like something. It's not like you heard it before, but it kind of like clicks. Things. Obsidian churches? Holy Force? What does that actually mean? And they tell you the leader needs to be informed in Dagenfort.
What year is it?
That's an odd question. The girl says, I know. It's 1496.
Wait. What? That cannot be right.
Yeah, you think to yourselves, you left on 1493. So it's been 3 years since you left?
Oh dear.
How long has that
Yeah.
star been up
The
there?
girl will add. The star? 1 second. The girl replies as the DM checks his notes frantically. I have it written here, no worries. Yep. I believe it was 1 second. It's just here. Yeah. The star. Yeah. Okay. Wait with me. In the meantime, is there any other question you want to ask them while I find the answer to that one?
And has there been any sighting of any dead coming back to life?
Oh yes, that's been happening for a while since the star appeared here. Somehow, when people die, they return as undead again. It's horrible. What do you know? Do you know about the star?
Only as much as you do.
I mean, it's been there for, I believe, without being able to find it on my notes, I believe it is 3 months. So let's say it's 3 months. If I get it wrong, I will recon on it. Sorry for that. Yeah, actually, yes. Here is here. Eventually, have news on the stars. Yeah. So let's say it's 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been there for 3 months.
And what about this Obsidian Holy Force? What can you tell us about that?
Oh, they are the leaders of the church of the New Curses. I mean, one of them looks at you, Lilith. Oh, you better hide that symbol, miss. I don't think they're gonna be happy with it. I believe are you a follower of the old curses?
You mean the current Carthus?
Well, all other religions apart from the new curses are banned and punished by law with death. So you don't want to be showing that around.
Oh, there's only one Carthus.
Oh, maybe that's in your world where you come from. In here, there is only one. Yeah, you are right. The new one. We
Actually,
never met the other one.
There was no religion of Carthus from here. Perhaps a name, a god of a different name. It seems like, when has this religious order begun? When has it appeared?
I mean, I remember back in Dagenfort, we used to have different deities. We used to worship Timora and Tempus and La Thunder. You all kind of recognize these deities being like deities of the Forgotten Realms, especially La Thunder, who is the Morning Lord name as well. But we didn't know, and then like around maybe a year ago, then when the New Hope Now Mount kind of rose. That's when everything started. Out of nowhere, this mountain just appeared, and right on top of it, there is a holy spring. So anyone who bathes on it gets purified, and all their sins are cleansed for good. So
All right.
the
That is
weather
good.
changed. Everything is beautiful since. So it's a miracle. We all know it was pretty horrible before around
That
here.
sounds a bit too good to be true.
I think it
Miracles
is.
do happen every day.
It seems like wherever this holy order started was from there. So perhaps we may find more answers once we go there. How far is this mountain? This holy water mountain?
Oh, it's a few days away, but the leaders, the leader of the Holy Force, I'm sure he can give you more, but seriously, miss, hide the symbol. You cannot show this here, anywhere around here. You are putting yourself in great danger.
This is
Independently,
so.
that's someone she works to. Why she hide it? I don't understand.
Say it again, Tom. You sound very far.
Well, sorry, I was just saying that I don't think she's gonna do that. That's who she worships. You know, like why would she hide it? Makes no sense.
Because it's forbidden. You don't want to get in trouble, I'm telling you.
The rules
You
have
will
changed
see.
in this land since we haven't been here for the past few years, but it's I'm a bit confused how such a order could be so powerful to be able to ban the worship of all other gods except for it. It must have some sort of influence or some sort of power.
I mean, the thing is that no other gods have ever shown a miracle. I mean, their worship of the new Karsus is being. We all believe on it. I believe. I pray to it to them every day. I mean, he's changed our lives too. I will highly recommend it to you. I mean, I'm sure the leader of the order can give you more information, but as long as you don't show the symbol, I assume you don't want to end up hanging with your lips sewn.
All right. Well,
around.
what if I put this towards you? If we told you to stop worshipping this new deity, would you do it? Or is it because of fear that you are worshipping it?
No, I mean, we do believe in miracles, sir.
Miracles, you keep saying that word. What miracles have they shown?
I mean, they help the people, they change the weather, their waters heal their wounds. If on my family,
we had that
yes,
with clerics and you know, God's intervention.
But not for free. It's all free of charge, free of everything. I mean, the clerics everywhere you go, if you go to a temple, they will charge you for their services. This is for everyone. The new Karsus welcomes you all.
So that is where they source their power. They provide these miracles without the need of cost. So they're using money.
Maybe not money, but who knows what the cost is.
I mean, you are lucky you are having this conversation with us. I understand you're not from here, even though most of you. What about you? One of them speaks to you, Bloodwick, as you haven't really spoke much, and he says, "Are you from here as well?"
No, not really, but you know,
Oh, you
Right.
got that southern accent. Are you from the south? Out
I
of game, you
believe
are.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, you know about the gods, but I mean, none of them do things like this. You are lucky it's us and not someone else. If they will be quite happy to report you, and if you get reported and you will be hanged,
Yeah,
there is no mercy here.
that's fine.
I
I'll
think
look
that we're
after
fine.
myself.
Hmm.
What's
I
the
think
name of this leader? Sorry, Cabal.
No.
Oh, his name is Sir Randall Starson.
Sir Randall Starson.
What? That sounds
Yeah.
familiar. And I
Well,
can smile.
without having to make a history check, all of you remember, or all of you who were there, Randall Starson is the animated hand, the claw that Sway had that you found in Barovia. Later on, Sway took the hand to the abbot, who resurrected his body, and he told you Sway when Thomas changed character to Scratch. So before Sway left, as far as you know, Randall Starson left with Amara to come back to the material plane when Amara left your group before Saphira joined. So to you, Saphira, you don't know as well. I think Bloodwick. I think you were there already, Bloodwick, right? When the animated claw, there was like a hand that Sway had. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
yeah,
No?
yeah. So yeah, I think it was just in between, yeah, just for a few sessions, and you as well, Cabal, you will remember that was his name was Randall Starson. And he says, "Oh, you know Sir Randall?"
We've shook hands. Let's just say that.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
Please take us to him. He'll probably want to speak to us, and he may be able to provide us with the answers that we need.
Oh, all right. Yes. Let's go. But once more, Miss, I insist you should hide the holy symbol, whether you know Randall or not. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to have to justify it, myself to the Obsidian Holy Force. Will you be okay with that?
Sure. And she'll start rolling down her sleeves.
Okay. Claudio kind of reluctantly, you will hear in your mind saying, "What the fuck, miss? How am I gonna hide mine now?" And you see from his backpack he gets this kind of like a scarf of some sort, and he kind of wraps it around his arm, because he will have it on the same place than you. If that's
Yep.
okay with you, Lilith. And he
Yeah.
kind of like makes like a bandana, and you see that Skiver's kind of like, "Well, I can do one," and he just kind of wraps another half of the scarf on him arm too as well. Even though he doesn't have anything there, he's like, "Okay, that way it might not look like we are hiding something if we all do it, right?" He says
I
to
think it would be
Claudio, and
best.
Claudio.
I'll just be like, they will probably have questions for us. The less they can ask questions about, the better. Perhaps Skivers and Claudio, both of you may go invisible until you are needed.
Oh, okay, I mean, if that's what you want, Skivers one will say, and Claudio will tell telepathically to you, "Is that what you want, mistress?" You will hear in your mind.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well. It'll be easier if we didn't have to explain what you are to everyone.
He makes this kind of like elephant little sound with the trunk, and then he puffs invisibly, unhappy about it, but he says, "Okay, Your wish is my command, mistress. I think it's a good idea too. We don't. They might ask a lot of questions. I mean, anyone with half a brain will know that I'm a celestial, even though, and it looks, you know that he's been condescending for a second, and he laughs. All right. Yeah, and Skivers kind of says to you telepathically, Sway, yeah, I won't appear until you ask me to, Master
Yeah, I was just gonna
Sway.
call him back actually. Before, like I said. I was just thinking to call him back, but yeah.
Yeah, let's say that you did call him back just because I forgot you dismissed him. But yeah, cool. And you start making your way. While on the way, you can still talk to these people. It will take you a little bit of time. So during the walk, you can take a short rest as well if you want. So it's a very light activity. So please feel free to take a short rest if you want.
Okay.
I think
And
I
I'm to do a. What do I want to do? Blessing of the Martyr, sorry.
Martyr, yeah? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. You know how it works, so
Yep.
you will need to use whichever number of hit die, to use it. So for each hit die, you will get a creature. So how many hit die do you want to use? You have 18. So those hit die, you won't be able to, if you short rest afterwards, you won't be able to use those hit dice to heal yourself after, if you know what I mean.
I am going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to use 6.
Okay, 6 hit die to give, I assume, all your companions. So whenever you want to activate it on everyone, Lilith, you can just mentally, without having to use an action or bonus action or anything, you just think of it, and then their blessing will become active. So you can all make a note to remind Neil if you guys want. So I'm sure he won't remember. He will remember. I mean,
I will not remember.
No, I'll make a note too as well. So you all have the bless from Lilith there. So that will last until dawn, until the next dawn. So any time between now is around 12:30. By the time you get there, it will be around 12:30 at midday. Midday.
Okay.
And you have fire resistance here. I made a note together. Okay, 6 creatures, so all of you except your psychics. Cool. Is there any more questions that you guys want to ask to these werewolves as you are walking around the forest?
Do they serve the... Oh, God. Who was the person that... Was it Lady... Oh, gosh, I can't remember who it was. Who's the patron for the werewolves?
Oh, you mean Shar? She will say. One of them will say, Mother Midnight, otherwise known as Shar in this world, but in Barovia it was called Mother Midnight.
Okay. All right, so that's at least consistent to what we know.
Yeah, I mean we don't worship Shar. She's normally an evil deity. We heard of her, but she's bad news. We never have. We used to worship Chauntea, the goddess of nature and agriculture before. Lots of us in Dagenford worshipped her. She always yielded good harvest, and Dagenford is a beautiful country place. But since the new Karsus, we believe the new Karsus is the one and only god now. Even though we're still aware that there is other gods.
Are we still going to your place?
I mean, if you don't mind, it will mean a lot to us if we can reward you. You could stay with us if you need to. We have a nice house, at least for an evening at least, and that way you can see your friend that you seem to know. It's gonna be a lot of questions for us, and it will be very helpful if you could be with us too. The
Perhaps,
Obsidian Force can be quite strict sometimes. We don't want to get in trouble, you see.
perhaps one of you could take us to meet this. Is it Lord Randall? What do you call him?
Yeah, we call him Sir Randall Starson. You'll have to solicit an audience with him.
I'm sure once
or-
he recognizes who we are, he'll want to speak to us straight away. So perhaps the rest of you could head home. We could take one of you to escort us to see Sir Randall, and then from there we will return in the evening to your home. And as a gesture of your thanks and for what we did, we will be honored to have food with and break bread with you.
All right. Yeah,
How does that
that
sound?
will be that will be wonderful. Sorry, I was checking something quickly to see if it was the right page, but yeah, it did switch. Yeah, that will be good. And at this point, you've been walking for quite a while, and as you have been walking for quite a while, you end in this wall of a city. You see on the distance. Let me make it a bit bigger because it seems a bit small on the stream. Yeah, I think this will be better. If you could adjust it there more, I'm not sure if you are close to the comp. But yes, yeah, of course, we'll do that. Some of you can come to our home, and the rest of you can go and see Randall. Sir Randall. I'm sorry that they kind of apologize to themselves and look at each other like they kind of like said something really bad. Yeah, make sure you use the titles. The mother tell to the girl, "Oh, I'm sorry, mom. It won't happen again."
Which one of you will escort us to Sir Randall?
Will you be okay, Alicia? Alicia is the mother. Sure. Yes, I will go with you. The husband says. Yeah, Alicia and Marvin will go with you.
Mhm.
And you kids, Mom, will you take the children home, and Grandpa, please? And okay, are you sure? And then the kids kind of like seem quite happy. You shouldn't have any problems to enter if you come with us. So who would like to come with us? Alicia will ask.
I mean,
Oh no, we lost Tom.
we are all going to see Sir Randall, and then from there we will make our way to you.
All right. Yeah, of course. That's not a problem. We'll have to go through the city, so it's better if you you should have a reason maybe to be here. Maybe it will be good. Before they get to the place, that the mother kind of says, "Stop talking. We are getting close. You know how it is. They hear everything. We don't want to be saying the wrong thing. Just stop here, and don't look suspicious." It says to the girl. Yeah, of course, ma'am. You help us. It's the least we can do. You shouldn't talk anything unusual around once we get close to the town. They hear everything. We don't know how, but whatever you say, they will hear it. You have to be careful what you say once we get closer. Do you understand? It says to you, Lilith, mainly.
But who hears it?
The Obsidian Holy Force. They can
Okay.
hear everything you say. We have our cousin Hector. He when the transition and everything started, he didn't want to transition to the new Carsus, and he kept secretly trying to spread the worship to Chantia, even though she is not longer a accepted god in the town anymore. And they came for him. I don't know how, but everyone knows. They hear everything you say. No one knows why and how, but if you are blaspheming around and spreading heresy, they will know, they will come for you. So you have to make sure you don't speak out of turn once we get close.
I can't guarantee that.
I really don't like the sound of all of this.
I mean, it's for your safety, it's not for mine. I know you guys are very strong and powerful, but so is the Holy Force. They have their own ways. You should be aware, and there is a lot of them everywhere. And as you look towards the entrance, you see there they are not in this picture, but on the gate there is two men dressed up in like what it seems to be a black Caparas armor. Imagine like a beetle, but it's an armor made of that kind of style, like full in black, shiny kind of armor, and they have these lances. The house on the top of the lance, there seems to be some kind of arcane glow on them. They seem almost like one of those electrical things that they use in Star Wars, like yeah. Like it seems to be crackling with kind of a light, like some kind of energy. Not lightning, more like a necrotic kind of looking energy.
Okay.
There is a lot of guards, and a lot of the Obsidian force is huge. There is myriads of them, and I will up to you. But if you want to do things like go say this, I would prefer if you didn't mention us or involve us. We don't want our family to suffer, miss.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Let's all look at the group and say, shall we go forward then?
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
You should think of a reason while you are here. I mean, where did you say you wanted to go afterwards? It says to you, Cabal. Alicia. You see that Marvin is a bit quiet, he's not like a very forward talking. You see that she seems to be in charge kind of on the household of everyone. It will be better if you have a reason to be in the town. They will probably ask you why you're here.
Well, our sole reason is to meet Sir Randall. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sir Randall, yes, you said you knew him. Okay, and you are not a follower of Chonte, are you? Alicia says to you, Saphira, as you look like a druid, clearly.
I am not.
Okay, all right. That's good. Okay, so that's good. That's perfect. So let's all keep up the appearances and let's go in, okay? Boys, are you ready? I mean, kids, are you ready? Because it's a boy and a girl. Yeah, ma'am. Let's go. And everyone kind of gets super stiff as you see them approaching. You were hidden. You were not like stop in the middle, so there is vegetation and things around. So you were far enough for not to be conspicuous, like just stopping, talking, and whispering on the corner. So you start making your way towards the gates. I would like a marching order just for fun. Not that anything is gonna happen, but just what will be your marching order actually? How would you like? Will you go all together, kind of like around the werewolves and then first, or how would you like to do it actually?
Perhaps one of the werewolves to guide us. We don't want to seem too forward as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what did you say, Tom?
Yeah, I was saying the same. That's why they coming with us, because we don't know where we're going. So.
Okay. Yeah, there will be Alicia and Marvin will be quite happy to lead the group, and all of you could be slightly behind if that's okay with all of you then.
Okay.
All right. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you all start moving forward. They are first. You hear once you get close, you hear the normal town sounds, like what you will imagine to hear on a kind of like a busy town. there is like different like hammering sounds, like music and stuff, and like voices and kind of joy. Everything seems a bit stiff in general. And but I'll change the music as well a little.
What
Actually,
time of the day is it right now, roughly?
you
Morning
sound very
or
you
afternoon?
sound very distant. I don't understand why actually.
I don't know. The
Like
connection is not there, I have to say.
like muffle. Are you wearing headphones? Are you
Yeah,
changed place?
I
Yeah.
headphones. I have the headphones as well.
I don't know why. Okay. Can you guys hear him okay though?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay. All right. So yeah, it is around at this point. It's like around past midday, around 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So where is this Sir Randall meant to be?
Well, he will be in. I believe he lives in the castle, in Castle Ducal, with as well with the Duke Morwyn, also Maldwyn, Dagenford. They live there. That's where our leaders live. The castle is kind of on the back of the town, kind of past the walls.
All right. Lead the way.
And yes, before you enter, actually, and as you are about to enter, the guards start speaking to them in this kind of like with a very rude attitude. You see the guards said, "Who is this? Who is these strangers? What do you know them from?" And they kind of like, "Oh, we met them." They kind of start explaining the situation. We like to speak to Sir Randall. Do you think he's gonna have time to speak to you? You will have to make an audience with them, obviously.
You just take us. We want the audience. What's your name?
Oh no.
You see one of them looks at you. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage. As you see, they give you like a fucking nasty look, like, "Who are you? And why are you talking to me?" Okay. However, with a yeah, wow, nice.
Either way.
Yeah, you see, he kind of like first he goes like, "Who are you and why are you talking to me?" And then he kind of gulps. Yes, yes. Who are you? You seem like you.
I ask first, who are you? We ask you nicely. You've been rude to our friends who brought us here. We are the very good friends of Sir Randall.
Oh, and you see his demeanor gonna change. He looks down for a second and gulps. I am Peter, and the other guards kind of looks to the side like he's not like you're not there. Kind of for a second, I think, "Oh shit, Peter, you're in trouble," that kind of face. And I'm sorry, sir. I wasn't aware you were
Okay,
friend
whatever.
of
I
Sir
don't care.
Randall.
Just announce Sway Silver Spear and friends arrived to see him. Thank you. And I turn my back to him, like to the others, make a face like.
Okay. So you are all here to see? Yeah, of course. You said Lord Sway, Silver Spear. Sure. We will do that. Please, you can all proceed. Actually, one of them kind of stops. They let you pass, Sway, and but once you pass, one of you puts the hand before and says, "Are you all friends of Sir Randall? What is your purpose here?"
Are you for real? Are you really upsetting me right now? Really?
Sir,
It's
we
all
are
right.
just doing our job. I understand you're not having a good day, but you need to
Yes.
calm down.
We are quite acquainted with Sir Randall. He gave us a hand one time.
No, we get you.
All right. Why don't we do something? Why don't we do a persuasion? Actually, you know what, Cabal? You have a point of inspiration. This is a really good joke. I love it. So please take a point of inspiration for that. And all of you make a persuasion check as a group check. You know, with Sway, you have 2 successes, so you only need 3 successes now.
Well, I'm gonna fail, so you guys better be more persuasive
Would
than
I
me.
need to roll again?
Me
Something?
too.
You don't need to roll.
I don't need to.
You are okay. Yeah.
I'm going to use my
Uh,
D8 for this.
I'll use my
Yeah,
D8.
remember, yeah, you have your D8, so
Oh,
Oh
this
wow,
D8's not
we
going to help me.
suck. Wow, we're
God.
all pretty sucky.
Oh God.
What have I got? 12.
okay.
13.
Okay, I mean the DC is lowered because Sway got a 19. So what I'm checking is the whole overall number. So wow, okay. Do you wanna use anything, Bloodwick? You have a D8 as well. If you want to use it, that might
Or
be good.
inspiration.
Yeah, sure.
Or an inspiration. Not that anything, but this will determine how. Oh my god. Okay.
Can I use my inspiration?
Of course, yeah. This will determine
Alright.
how the whole encounter goes overall,
Oh.
because this is your credibility and stuff like that. Like they seem quite convinced when Sway kind of like started, but now you see their demeanor. They all looking at you like, "What? Who is this?" You know?
Can I use anything?
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, all right. So that's help a lot. All right. Kind of reluctantly, you see that Peter seems to be more gullible after you had the conversation with him, but you see that Andrew doesn't seem to be really going for it, and you see that he keeps
I
looking and
throw
he.
a gold. I throw a gold to each of them. As this is kind of happening. Like after I pass.
Before you throw a gold, you will think that these are zealot. You don't really need to roll anything. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
that these
okay,
are
yeah.
religious people. They might see it. It's like imagine like you give a gold to someone from the church that is trying to. You know, they might take it as an offense, but you are free to do
It's just
whatever
a
you
tip,
want.
you know.
Up to
Yeah,
you.
I throw them a gold each
Uh.
after we start passing.
Oh no.
Okay. As you do throw the gold, you mean give the gold, right? Not throw
Yeah.
it.
I mean, like I
Okay.
give
Okay.
them gold. I mean, like yeah.
He does an overhand throw.
Yeah, he's
That's his thing.
and Peter seems to be kind of taking the gold, and then Andrew looks at him and says, "What are you doing? Are you bribing us?"
What are you talking about? It's just I'm just showing my
We look
kind
like charity.
where I'm come from. I don't care if you need charity. You don't look like you need charity. I just be nice to you.
We will not accept your money. We understand this is the tradition wherever you come from. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
I
But
think
we
you've mistaken
we-
our friend. He is a true believer of the Carthus, and giving money away, he's doing it because he appreciates what you are doing. And we appreciate you are doing your job, but I'm pretty sure the workings of Carthus does not mean you push away those that are trying to believe and express their belief more.
he
Right.
looks at you.
Right.
Peter looks at you, kind of believable.
Believer.
But both of you can make again another persuasion check. Or one of you can make it at advantage, whatever one you prefer. Just use Sway and Cabal.
So we
Okay,
can do it with
quite high
advantage.
persuasion.
I have a -1, so
Okay.
that's solid.
Whoa, nice. Okay. You see, kind of like Andrew kind of come from, looks at him, and then Peter kind of whispers something to him with your passive perception, Lilith and Saphira, as you have a very high one. He says, "You taking it a bit far down a notch, maybe? We are not really sure." And then Peter replies, "Well, they should see Shirley Millen first, the commander. I'm not sure if they are telling the truth." And then Peter replies, "Of course he's telling the truth. Look at them. Look at his attitude. He must be someone. He acted like he's a duke himself." And you know, this kind of like this conversation.
Walking like with the nose up, like hand
Yeah.
behind my back, kind of waiting for the others to pass.
Yeah, so they kind of like that's what is going on. Like the way you are behaving, it feels like one of them is kind of convinced. Peter, that is the more kind of like easygoing, but Andrew is kind of having a hard time. But still, eventually, they both kind of like, yeah, okay, sure. We will have to we'll have to report to the commander anyway. They both kind of agree with that. Sure, yes. We better speak to Shell and Miller, and you and both of you, Saphira and Lilith, you both hear that name as well. The commander Shell and Miller. I'll write the name there. All right. Yes. Okay. So you start walking around the town. There is actually, I'll give you a map. Why not have a map of this town as well? At some point, you pass some churches that you recognize, being a completely black obsidian church from the outside. Without having to enter, you recognize this church being the same church that you saw in Darkon, the same kind of a style of church that it was described to you being in Aura. It's kind of like a black obsidian rock church, quite square, simple, simplicity building, kind of like something that it creeps you out quite a lot.
The church we saw in Darkon, was that
The one where you died, yeah, where the statue of kind of a god with black robes kind of throw a war kill a spell on you.
Ah,
Yeah, so it was like a quite hermetical black obsidian church, black pews, black everything around, no iconography, just a statue inside.
okay.
You can enter the church if you want to have a look as well. You see that there is people praying there. The door is right open. However, please go ahead.
Sorry, can I just see if I sense anything? Or maybe Lilith, if she wants to. Like, anything religious, anything dark, anything...
Let's have a look.
You can make a religion check if you want. Any of you, actually. Once more, Lilith unusually feels like that Karsus is far away. And literally, it's kind of matching your roles, but it's actually the truth. You actually feel very far away from Karsus, even further than you did when you were in the Domains of Dread. And not only because you are rolling low. Saphira, however, you feel like a very strong divine kind of influence on this church, you know, like truly you've never felt anything like that before, but it feels like the worship of this god is a very strong one, and you know, it's everywhere around you. It's not only on the church, it just feels like you see people praying on their knees around the street. You see like there is a people dressed in black, kind of like flagellating themselves, you know, like punishing themselves and walking kind of like with bare shoes on rocks. And, you know, you see like it's a very strong devotion overall. You know, you see a lot of these guards all around. At some point, as you're walking around as well, you see a group of around 10 guards, same black armors like a caparas, wearing the same lances that you see. But with them, there is another, what it seems to be a high priest. He's wearing black robes and one of those hats like the ones that the archbishops have that finish in a pointy, kind of like a very tall, big hat, you know? And he's got a different, instead of having a staff, he seems to have like what it seems to be like an incense thing. It's like a metal thing. It's got like a burning incense inside they use in the church, and it's got like a chain and a ball inside, and this ball is kind of like spreading. Is burning something inside that it smells really strong, like, and not really pleasant, like some strong herbs or something. And you see this group of them. They seem patrolling everywhere. There is these guards everywhere in the town. And this high priest kind of makes eye contact with all of you, actually, as you are walking. What do you guys do? You notice the high priest says something to the guards, and they start walking straight towards your direction.
Well, we just, I guess, stop and wait for them to come closer.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Okay. As you actually wait for a second, I forgot this. This is quite important. All of you, out of the sudden, feel unusually weak, like almost like it has been a few hours only. You've been like 3 or 4 hours since this morning, like let's say 5 hours, but all of a sudden you all feel like really weak, like your energy all of a sudden is being drained, and you feel the pressure of the golden doom in the sky, like almost this golden glow from the star. All of you lose 1 HP from your maximum HP, and all of you have -1 to death saves. And this happens out of the sudden. You all feel like quite weak. So I need all of you, including the sidekicks, I'll make a note, lose -1 to maximum HP. You aren't sure why. Skivers is not there, but Skiver seems to be the only one who does not have this effect. Even Claudio will invisibly will tell you, "My mistress, I feel so strange. What's going on?" And you
But
feel
is it
kind of
like-
weakened.
Does it feel like is the priest doing something, or is it actually from what, like you said, from the star?
You feel it coming from the star. It's a similar
Okay.
feeling. You can all make a history check, actually, at advantage. As you kind of, that happens to you, like for a second, you see if you can figure it out. You all have advantage because it was very recent.
Okay, 22, man.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, no, only one arrow? No, okay, no. 22 is the higher one.
Oh, nice, Cabal. You got a
Oh, wow. Natural 20.
natural 20, yeah? Plus 13. Nice. Okay, Bloodwick, yeah, you seem a bit confused. Yeah, and Saphira and Lilith as well. You can do it at advantage too, Lilith. I know history is not your forte, but you never know. Yeah, you see?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
No.
It is now. So Sway, Cabal, and Lilith, Saphira with a 13. You aren't sure. Yep. Bloodwick, you aren't sure as well. Too much happening at the moment. You feel a similar sensation where you fell on the fight with Thunder when the star changed and it got closer to you. You lost kind of like a health somehow, and this feels exactly the same. And you know intrinsically that this is gonna happen every day. Perhaps every day you're gonna lose more and more and more. The star has a huge influence here, much stronger than it did in the domains of dread. So out of game, all of you will lose 1 HP every day. The other one, the death save, is not as strict. Go on, Namo.
Does it look like it has affected the health of the citizens around? Like, does it look like they're also weakening and pale or being affected by the starry this
Make
pressure?
a perception check if you want to. Just you, maybe, Kaban, as you are kind of like trying to. Insight.
Insight's better.
And,
Ugh. Tonight.
I'll give you my inspiration.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, if you want.
It's okay. I'm just looking around.
As you look around, you kind of see that the majority, almost everyone, seems to be not reacting in any way. It seems like it's only you. And you think to yourselves that you think to yourself that before only people who come back from the dead had been resurrected or revivified was suffering that. So you think maybe majority of these people have not been brought back to life. So it's to do with that.
Gotcha.
The high priest at this point, as you all kind of like standing there, like walking, you notice the werewolves as the high priest starts approaching. Alicia says to, just keep it cool, okay? He says to Marvin and said, kids, go. And then you see that the older people kind of like separate from you at this point, and they kind of leave as you see the priests coming. And the priests approach you and followed by the guards, and said, "Oh, we have visitors here. Welcome you all. The new Carses welcome you all to our little community. And who will you be, far travelers?" He says with this ominous voice.
Yeah, as I was kind of going first, I'm just kind of gonna make like a gesture, kind of like a court thing. No, how is it?
Yeah, like a
Curtsy?
bow, like curtsy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, like you just the kind of the
As
kind
you
of
make
bow,
this
little
curtsy,
bow.
Sway, as he gets so close to you, make an intelligence saving throw. Only you.
Really?
You
But I just
feel something weird, you know? You don't know what it is. You are not sure if this is bad, actually, but you feel. You kind of like look at him and you feel enlightened for a second. You think to yourself, oh wow, he's got so much authority. Like he's a true worshipper, you know, and you feel his divine aura, almost like he's like a celestial or something like that for a second. But then you get a bit confused after that. And he says,
does it? Okay, sorry.
it doesn't feel like it's a bad thing, you know, it just feels
No.
like
I was just
something
gonna ask,
happened.
does it feel like something like when we met the abbot, like that kind of celestial energy, or no? It's just kind
Yeah,
of the
yes,
authority.
yes, very similar. But you
Okay.
aren't sure why, because for a second it kind of hits you like a spike in your mind, like almost like something has perforated your mind for a second, and you feel like you were about to realize something, but you don't, and you aren't sure why, because out of game, like Sway doesn't really know what happened to him, but out of character, something happened for a second, only to you. You realize all your friends, even though you are really close to him, you are not feeling anything like that. Only Sway. And he says, "Yes. Why are you here?" And he looks at all of you with this face.
May the new Catus be, may his name be blessed. We just came we came from far away to see our dear friend, Randall. What's the surname? I forgot, sorry.
Star Sun, you will
Starson.
know that. Oh, and yet you don't know the way to the holy prayer of its divinity, do you? Priestess. And he looks at you straight into the eyes, Lilith. Having you teach your subjugates the prayers of our one and only God.
Well, excuse my ignorance. I'm just not very
I'm not talking to you now,
religious
sir.
person, but I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. I had to
I
explain
find your
myself.
attitude rather impertinent.
Well, either way, I'm sorry you feel like that, but we came to see, as you ask, I answer. We came to see our dear friend.
I heard that,
Randall.
sir. Priestess, I will repeat again the same question. Having you teach your subjugates the prayers of the one and only Carsus.
They are still learning.
Questionable.
They're still learning the way.
I
So
see.
excuse their brashness.
I see. Make a persuasion check. I will give you advantage because Sway is kind of breathing kind of with an attitude in the background, even though it should be disadvantage. But only you, Lilith, make a persuasion check at advantage.
I mean, I just role play I'm still in my
No, it's amazing.
normal,
I'm loving it, you know.
It's like,
He looks at you and you feel your mind being probed almost, Lilith, as something is kind of like going inside your head for a second, and you feel this strong pull and rejection at the same time. You kind of try to reach out to Carsus for a second, and you feel that there's nothing there at all.
Oh,
I see. Well, I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, ask you to come with us, actually, to the church before we go to see your friend.
Why are we going to the church instead of going to see Randall?
Well, it seems like you don't have an appointment. And as he looks at the werewolf, Alicia, she looks down, and Marvin looks down and said, yes, well, we just going. We'll come to fetch you later. It's okay. It's all going to be good. And you see fear on their eyes, like with your passive insights, like, oh, shit. This is really bad. And you see them kind of like retreating into the back of the stage, almost like horrified. We'll see you later. It's going to be all good.
Okay. Can I do an insight check on the gods and this priest to kind of gauge how are they coming at us with hostility?
Yeah, or any of you who wants to actually at this point, as you're all there and you're all hearing that, can make an insight check. Yeah, definitely.
What is it? Which kind of check you said?
Insight to see if they're being hostile towards you. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's quite good actually. All of you, Saphira. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. And Bloodwick. Yeah. So once more, Saphira and Bloodwick. This is not your field. You're a bit unsure. The same with you, Sway. But you, Cabal, feel like a very strong hostility, like almost an aura of conversion, like a realization of something. Lilith, you 100% think they are not being hostile as such, but it feels like they have an agenda. Something is going on, 100% sure. But it feels like it's a lot of them at this point. There is 10 soldiers, all with these unusual looking spears, and the high priest. And the high priest feels like quite strong divine energy, the same like I told Sway as well.
Lilith will kind of look back at Cabal and say, should we stay frosty?
As you say that, Lilith, I need you to actually make a... 1 second. Yeah, actually, you keep going. A wisdom saving throw, as you feel like something is entering your mind. You, Cabal, as well, both of you, wisdom saving throws, Cabal and Lilith. As you say, could you stray frosty?
Can I activate my Blessing of the Martyr?
Sure. You will activate it for all of you. So all of you gain a plus. You are under the effects of Bless. I can't remember the duration. I'll tell you after. If you have it written there, tell me. Otherwise, I think it's 1 hour or 10 minutes.
10
I can't
minutes.
remember. 10 minutes, yeah. Yeah, a D4. And as you activate the Blessing of the Martyr, you see the High Priest kind of blinks for a second, but you see that his eyes actually feels like weird, like he blinked, but there was something weird, like a kind of silvery shine on his eyes as he blinks. Both of you succeed. However, you feel for a second, make an Arcana check, the both of you.
Is
As you
Faithino
succeed,
undead?
actually. No.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep asking.
Do I see anything with my thingy, the not true sight?
Make
Blind
another intelligence saving throw, Sway, if you want. You both think with this high check, Arcana, that was amazing. You both are aware that he casted Detect Thoughts on you, both at the same time. That is super strong because normally you don't think that a creature can cast one same spell on two creatures like that at once, you know? But that's what happened, but you overcome it. And with your 17 Sway, the same. You feel like a spike just puncture your brain for a second. And you are like, oh, you know,
I
but you
tell him
don't
stop
get
it.
anything.
I tell him stop it.
I
Yeah,
don't know what you are talking about. Please
Well, you know
accompany
very
me.
well what I'm talking about. I could feel it.
yeah. Lilith will pull her hand up and say you shouldn't be poking around in places you're not welcome.
And if
Is that
Sir,
so,
if Sir,
miss?
let's say, and if Sir Randall has a hand in any of this, you are going to be in trouble.
I think you mouths are way too loose considering
All right,
what a
I'm tired of the charade.
heathen you are.
You worship
And you
the
see
fake
that
god.
you see that he drops this metal incense ball on your feet. And as he does, this green smoke starts to appear and you hear a scream, like a loud scream. All of you can make a history check quickly before you make the saving throw for this.
So someone screaming.
Because
History,
it's something you recognize, yes. You have
Would
heard
I
this
would I
before.
see actually something like is he something else than he's actually look like? How's it
No,
called? What I
just
have it? It's not
true
the
sight.
True sight is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
true sight, yeah.
Is it a fairy
Okay.
Fino undead?
No.
Damn it.
I know, this is the wrong scenario. You're not gonna find many, I'm telling you right now. For now. Yet. You might find one or two, but yeah. Okay, oh nice. Okay, that's a good checks. You, okay, Lilith, you are completely flabbergasted as you know that this was like a bold move, even though you are a bold woman. The same with you, Saphira, a little bit out of, you don't really realize, but you, Bloodwick, Sway, and Cabal recognize this. This is the scream of a banshee, the ghost that fucks you up. And I need all of you to make a constitution saving throw.
Can't
As
say.
you know that if you fail this, you will drop to 0 hit points.
Oh no, I use my inspiration.
I also have an
Well, Lily-
inspiration
yeah,
if
yeah.
anyone Lilith needs it. Lilith.
Yes.
If
Yeah,
anyone,
and you have a
if anyone,
D4.
Lilith
You all
needs
have a
it.
D4, yeah, as well.
That's
Remember, you
fine.
have the blessing of
Me
the
and
Well,
my
is
master.
own
my
inspiration.
is the inspiration is the D8 or is the D20? I can roll the thing.
You have a D20 that you can use once per game. Plus, you have a D8.
Oh,
Plus,
really?
you have the D4 from Lilith. Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh no.
The DC is 19.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
There's no
I'll
way.
tell you now.
Bloodwick, myself, and Saphira
I'm
save.
gonna cut his tongue out once we come back.
As you kind
Hold
of
on.
like
Can I give my
Saphir-
Can I give my inspiration to?
If you have two, it costs 2 inspirations. If you have
Never
2
mind.
inspirations, then you can give it to her.
Never mind.
That's how it works.
I'll give it. I got 2.
Yeah, okay. So Saphira, roll again.
I don't
You
need
mark
to.
them off.
I think
Who needs it?
Lilith
Who?
maybe.
Lilith. She can then bring back
I
Sway, right?
Or Sway.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever
so
wants it,
there's
just
one.
take it.
Yeah, give it to Lilith, and then
Yeah, I'll
if
give it to
Lilith,
Lilith. Yeah.
and then if Lilith
Can I do it
survives,
with super? I've already rolled
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, if you already use your inspiration, I'm afraid
then
you,
Sway is
you
then.
cannot do it. Yeah.
Oh, then I'll give it to Sway then.
Yeah. Okay.
To
Come
me?
on, Sway.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What
So
is it?
roll once
Constitution?
more. Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
You have a
I
D4.
still have the D8 though.
Oh, you can use
Use
both.
that too, yeah.
Yeah.
use
You
it
can
all.
use both. You can stack them up.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah, use the D8 and the
Oh
D4.
no. Yeah.
Come on.
D4. Okay.
Come on,
Oof.
Sway, you can do
Okay.
this.
Okay, come on.
Oh.
Oh my.
Wow.
18?
Really?
Okay.
What was the
18?
DC?
18.
18 in a slow motion as you say
there it
that
goes.
and you say you follow a false god. You see slowly Lilith collapses to the floor with 0 hit points. You drop to 0. So do Sway. And the green smoke engulfs you all. And we will be rolling initiative when we come back. As well as dropping to 0 hit points. Anyone who succeeded takes 52 points of psychic damage.
Can I use
And
absorb
don't drop
elements for
to
that?
0 hit points. The ones who fail drop to 0
52.
hit points automatically. The other take
Oh
52
my.
points of psychic damage.
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. No, I cannot
Yeah,
use
this
it.
one you cannot use it.
How much? 50?
52 points of psychic damage as he drops his Banshee Whale Bomb on you.
If I use a reaction now in the initiative, will I have my reaction back? Or just a quick question before we go.
It depends what it is.
Just a resilient one, so I just want to absorb some of that damage.
Yeah, I will say that then you will not have it, and you will have it on the beginning of your turn again, but
Okay,
not
good.
now. You know, like if you use it now, then you won't have no reaction until your turn happens, and then when your turn ends, then you will have your reaction back again.
Okay.
Up to you, though.
Okay. So if I use it now and my turn comes up, then at the end of my turn, I'll have my reaction back
Yeah,
again.
you will have your reaction back. Yeah.
I think I'll just use it just to reduce it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, 12. So what was it? 55, right?
Yeah, 52.
52. So only 40. Okay. I'll take that.
Oh,
And-
wait. Sorry.
Mhm.
Does the ring of evasion do anything?
It's only for dexterity one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh,
Never
oh,
mind.
I have spyglass. Does it help me in any way?
Huh? Come on. And as that happens and the green smoke kind of engulfs you all, you feel in your minds this pain, you know, and your ears kind of blood comes out and your nose and eyes from the pain only from succeeding on this. And the high priest kind of like smiles for a second. You see this evil grin on his face
He's gonna
as
die.
you fall on his knees. And then that will be where we'll live tonight. I will tell you what you will have seen, Sway, just why not, just to make it more interesting. Somewhere across town, you see another high priest and Real kind of like talking to him. And as Real looks at him really close and stuff, he sees on his mind, and you think he noticed his shadow doesn't match. And on his shadow, you see all these tentacles coming out of his mouth.
Whose mouth? Real's mouth.
No, in the high priest that Real is talking to, as he's really close to him, and his Real's intelligence is super high, so he realizes that his shadow has tentacles, like almost like the one from the Black Pearl, you know, from the one from the Pirates of the Caribbean one, you know, like
Yeah.
he's got all these writhing kind of tentacles on
About the
his
same
mouth.
with
Oh,
this priest
no.
that messed up us right now.
Yeah, but I mean, this is out
How
of game for you players to actually see what will have happened, just for
Okay,
fun,
so
you
I
know.
still
But you
wouldn't
don't
see-
on character, you don't know this. Yeah, this is completely
Okay.
out of character. Yeah. So this high priest is not what it seems to be. And yeah, and with that realization, as you are in Dagenfort and you are in quite a big shit right now, straight away as you came, we will end tonight's game. So thanks so
dear.
much for watching.
Oh, God.
I know,
That went
right?
well.
Sorry. Yeah, that one really. That was impressive for the outsiders. You lasted how long? Like 20 minutes without causing chaos. But yeah, but this time you might realize you're slightly out of your league, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, players, for putting up with this shit. I hope you enjoyed as much as we did. And thanks to Darren Curtis as well, and to James Webster, and for all of you who watches us every week. We will see you here on Tuesday, where they are fighting two aboleths that are really nasty as well, or on Wednesday, or back here on next Sunday. Until then, stay magical, and we love you all. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.